And welcome. I am the last hit point hero, and you have found your way to TPK Roleplay. Over the course of just the next couple of weeks, we shall be playing our way through the Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition adventure module, Curse of Strahd. Fighting fire with fire may end with the whole world aflame. First and foremost, no attempts to make the story child appropriate have occurred. While necessary changes to problematic materials have been rewritten, this is still a dark and stormy gothic horror story. This actual play stream contains adult language, descriptions of violence and light gore, scary images. There is some, I don't know if you'd call it, it's not body horror because that sounds too graphic. If the furniture in TPK's Discord that looked like meat was bothersome, there might be a touch of that this evening. We'll just have to wait and see. And of course, generally speaking, a great deal of darkness. Our players are here, or at least some of them, to bring the light. Safety tools are in place for the players, but you as a viewer do not have such a luxury, so if you do know of any such sensitivities, please keep a teleportation spell prepped and readied. Barring that readied action, kick back, relax, keep all heads, hands, paws, and claws inside the stream at all times. Click a follow for all the wonderful TPK goodness. Join our Discord that I'm certain the link will spontaneously appear in chat at any time for the wonderful growing community there. And above all else, be good. That's the rule. Be good. You know, it's somewhat ironic that Tony comes in to give the DM a +2 at the exact point I tell everyone to be good. You know, I think that says a lot. It says a lot about what it means to be good. So I will file that under later. Second Tith. Our next session. Now, we are every other week. Our next session is my 14th wedding anniversary, so we will not be playing that evening. So there will be a little bit of a delay between now and our next journey into Barovia, but we are nearing the end, so don't miss out. Let's see. The last thing on the agenda is, you may not know these amazing players, so we are going to take a moment to let everyone say hello, introduce themselves, their characters, games they play, projects coming up, etc., etc., etc. Oh, and the question of the evening is, would your character rather be swallowed whole by a giant slug or swallow a giant slug whole? It's an either or. Now, you can give an explanation if you want, but one is not required. So either a slug swallowed whole or you swallowed whole. But as for our characters, starting directly above me, size matters not. Look at them. Judge them by their grin, do you? And well, you should not. For their ally is the RP, and a powerful ally it is. Drama creates it, makes it grow. Its energy surrounds them and binds them. Luminous being are they, not some crude seat warmer. You must feel the RP around you, between you, them, the keyboard, the wall, everywhere, yes, even between the audience and the singular. Niffer Niff.
Makes me so happy. I love Star Wars. Hi, I'm Niffer Niff. The TPK gremlin, goes along with the deliverer of the speech there. Star Wars gremlin and stuff. I am a feature here during module week on TPK Roleplay, so you can find me on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays with all of our cool 5e content there. I don't think that any more of our longer running things are going right now. Sherlock is on hiatus. Go check out Leftovers on YouTube and stuff, though. And I'm going to be on Top Shelf playing In Extremis on the 29th. So that's probably where you'll see me next after this week. And also, I'm a Jasper's Game Day ambassador, and that is a wonderful charity who pledges to raise support and education about suicide prevention. And I highly encourage you to go check them out because they are wonderful people doing wonderful things. I think I need to know the conditions under which I'm either being swallowed or swallowing a giant slug, because like if I'm doing it for money, then swallow the slug for sure, because like look, I'll just get it over with and then it's like one slurp and it's down, I guess. And I guess that's probably just it, because that just leaves me the most equipped to deal with anything else rather than being trapped in a slug.
Sounds
I
good.
don't know.
I just wondered which way. Well, we'll see. The questions always have at least a vague connection to what's going on. So,
no,
I'm interested.
You did not mention slugs in the warnings.
Noir will be joining us a little bit later. He has a little bit of an overlap with recording, so he will be flying in shortly in quotation marks, and we'll see him soon. So we will hold off on his introduction for next time. Continuing up and around in the upper right corner of your screen, Corndog McGraw. Months ago, you joined Last HP Hero in the TTRPG wars. Now, he begs you to help him in his struggle against the darkness. I regret that I am unable to present my request to you in person, but my connection has fallen under DDoS attack, and I'm afraid my mission to bring you to the Twitch front page has failed. I've placed information vital to the survival of the game into the character sheet of your Roll20 account. You know how to retrieve it. You must see this character safely delivered to Castle Ravenloft. This is our most desperate hour. Help us, Corndog McGraw. You're our only hope.
Oh, thank you. No, half a thank you to Tony/Toby right now, too.
Hey.
But also have a, I'm coming for you. I'll see you on Saturday. And by see you, I mean, I won't. I'll be coaching fitness, but I'm going to just pop right in and throw money at you. Hey, everyone. I'm Corndog McGraw. I am playing Ficus Fig, the halfling rogue fighter. And she would totally swallow a slug whole. It wouldn't even be like I need money to do this. Someone could just be like, bet you can't, and she would. All she needs is a bet you can't. She'll go for it.
I can see that. I can see the bet you can't being all that it takes.
Yep.
Or, if there was just nothing else to eat nearby, Ficus might just dive right in.
Yeah, that too.
Now, it was only coincidence that the last two in a row were Star Wars, because they're not all Star Wars. Continuing down in the bottom right corner of your screen, it began with the forging of the great role players. 3 were blessed as punners, quick-witted, sharp, and most sarcastic of all beings. 7 to the drama lords, great story crafters and giants of the curtain stage. And 9 RPers were gifted to min-maxers, who above all else desire power. For within these RPers was bound the intellect and the skill to govern each game. But they were all of them deceived, for another RPer was made. Deep in the pages of history, in the darkness of the pre-internet times, the great dungeon master forged a master role player, and into this being they poured their creativity, their improv, and their will to craft the ultimate game. It's 1 in 20 D&D.
Oh, goodness gracious. This is my favorite one yet. Because I was like bummed that mine wasn't Star Wars until it was Lord of the Rings. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. I can dig it. Oh man, you're so amazing, GM. That was just fantastic. Now I'm all flabbergasted. Hey everyone, I'm Gregory, also known as 1N20DND on the interwebs. I do some YouTube stuff. I'm repping, you can't really see it, but I'm wearing my Dice Tyrants t-shirt tonight. I do some cool stuff with them. Sunday nights is awesome. We do Cyberpunk Superheroes, which is just awesome. What a cool game that is. So we love our RPing. That's one of the that's one of the best parts of this game. Not only do we get to go fight a vampire at some point here soon, but like the RP in this game is incredible because the other players are amazing. Our GM is just outstanding. So this game is such a treat. I get to play Leaf in the sunlight of summer. He is a Tabaxi Ranger, specifically a monster slayer. I'm thrilled with my most recent level up. I think it was cool. So I like feats. Feats are fun. And other than that, slugs are nasty. Banana slugs are ginormous and they're real. I would never eat a slug. It's just disgusting to me. Yeah, no thanks. I remember I was camping when I was a kid at like Boy Scouts and left a pot out overnight, and the next thing, the whole thing was covered, and I just can't handle that. So if anything, Leaf for sure would be eaten by a slug because he figures he could probably fight his way out of it.
A bold stance to take. I hope that it works out for him. And last but not least, directly to my right, left, anyway, in the bottom center of your screen, welcome to TPK Roleplay. The first rule of TPK Roleplay is you always talk about TPK Roleplay. The second rule of TPK Roleplay is you always talk about TPK Roleplay. The third rule of TPK Roleplay, if someone improvs, riffs, or develops their character, the game has just begun. Fourth rule, everyone is welcome at the table. Fifth rule, one game at a time, folks. Sixth rule, the dice are rolled hot. No fudging, no cheating, no extra spell slots. Seventh rule, games will go on as long as they have to. And the eighth and final rule, if this is your first time at TPK Roleplay, you have to play. Ain't that right, robotic gentleman?
Hi guys, yes, Fight Club. That was our stuff back in college. That's how old it is, Niffer. I'm robotic gentleman.
I'll be honest, I didn't know what that was from.
I know. As soon as he started Fight Club, like, she has no idea what this is. Awesome movie. Go add it to your list, like your Captain America. But I'm robotic gentleman. I will be playing the Warforged of this group, Solaire Lathander, our group's paladin. I am a full-time dad after this, so I don't have any other groups. I just enjoy this one. This is my bro time, with ladies, of course. So aside from that, you can always find me here every other Wednesday with the rest of my gang here. Oh, and the question. Solaire is obviously doesn't need to eat, so he can't possibly eat a slug, so he'll probably be swallowed by a slug. But doesn't matter anyway because he's made of material that could not possibly be dissolved by said slug. So he's probably, well, I don't know, what was a hammer do against the inside of slug intestines? I guess I'd find out. But yeah, back to you, man.
That is everyone. I think maybe we have a summary in the Unicorn Journal. We do. Wonderful.
We have a summary in the Unicorn Journal. It's not pretty, because last session was not pretty.
Last session was a lot of combat. There were a lot of rocks flying. There were a lot of roots being slung. So, a summary from the one and only Niffer Niff, if you please.
You did remind me. Rocks did fall, and we didn't all die, but a lot of us did almost die. If we've learned anything in like 25 sessions now, it's that we should never, ever plan. Ever. Because after setting up an ambush for an evil hag named Baba Lysaga, or Baby Lasagna, depending on who you are, we failed miserably, and she used a programmed illusion and raised a labyrinth around the entire party, cutting us all off and, taking advantage of every vulnerability, and we're fine about it. Leaf was stuck far away and sniped as Baby Lasagna's sentient hut flung boulders at anyone it could see. This almost took out Bright in one hit, by the way. And she awarded Uther and sent him on his merry, rageful way. Sol was left to take care of the almost decapitated artificer until Baby Lasagna finally fell, at which point he and Sol wreaked havoc, whatever it is, in the sentient hut. They found bloody bathtub, among other cool things, and maybe another MacGuffin, we're pretty sure. And yeah, two of our party aren't unconscious at all, and it's fine. And we all feel very nice about each other. Dave, is it your turn yet? Okay.
All right. Yep. Now, there was another Nephesh found that Ficus picked up. And I believe that the very last scene was Ficus looking up and seeing a figure tangled in the branches above her.
Uh-huh.
So that is where we will pick up this evening for Darkest Night, Brightest Light. And let me put you back in your
Oh no.
I think it was
ambush
a
position.
bleeding
A bleeding.
figure
Yep. Figure.
tangled in.
And the correction to the map, the bloody bathtub is in the center of the room, directly beneath.
Yep. Ficus is just gonna grab Sol's arm and just shake it and like point up. Should we do something about that? And she'll like flinch back as like some droplets of blood like come down from the ceiling.
Yeah, I think we need to
Oh no.
properly inspect it. What is this? Is it just a bathtub of blood?
It's a bathtub that has blood stains around it, like a ring around the bathtub.
But there's someone like dripping blood into it from above right now.
Yes, actively.
Oh,
We should get them down, maybe?
all right. Well, Soul's gonna move to do that. Does that have any difficulty?
It's not particularly hard. The only downside is we do have a bad table and a good table to resolve. And since the two of you are in here, I think that unless Tony has something to say, we'll go one for one and one for the other. So Soul and Ficus, each of you roll a D100. The first one to give me their number gets the good table.
Oh no.
Oop.
Oh no.
Quick.
Hurry up.
47.
47. All right. Ficus gets the good table.
Sorry, Soul. You
Dude.
can take more damage than I can. Oh no, Rob, you froze again.
He said
Yeah,
two.
I know. Yeah, I said 2.
Yeah, he said 2.
Okay.
Rob, I can tell that you waited for Corn Dog to say their number.
Oh
by
my
the way.
god.
That was kind
all day.
All right. Now, Ficus, as I will give you this item here shortly so that you can trust it, because if I give it to you any other way, you won't trust it. So I want you to trust it. It's a good table item.
That makes sense. Very mistrusting.
All right. As for Soul, Soul, as you look up to try and figure out how to, pull this figure down, there is a rattling. It's like sticks knocking against each other, and a marionette about 1.5 feet tall falls from the ceiling and lands in a heap next to you.
Not puppets again.
Kill it!
I pick it up.
Is this another one of those
Yeah.
creepy
No,
dolls
it's
from
the dolls
that
from the
was
house
burned?
that
Yeah,
we-
exactly the cult house. The
pick
Psycho
it
Slug
up.
cult.
Oh no.
And
It's totally that.
this would have been more fun if I didn't tell you which had the good table and which the bad, actually, now that I reflect on this for a moment. All the joints are loose. It just, you pick it up and the head rolls back. It's dressed in a yellow shirt and red suspenders and blue pants, and all of the paint is chipped and faded and falling away. And the head is just lolling there. And after a moment, it looks up and winks at you. and starts to wiggle and scramble. I need you to make either a dexterity save or either an athletics check or an acrobatics check to hold on to
Alrighty.
it.
Of course.
I hate puppets like this, y'all.
You hate puppets, but puppets are the best. Don't you like Jim Henson?
So Hecla
You
says
have advantage, by the way.
You have advantage.
Cool. All right. Let's do athletics.
Okay.
Dice roll. That is 13.
13. With advantage?
Yes.
Or is that? Wow.
I know,
Oosh.
right? Good rolls to start the day.
All right. So you look at this, 1.5 foot, maybe 2 foot tall puppet. It looks, its head rolls and it winks at you, and then it just starts flailing, wiggling. It drops to the ground. You lose your grip, and it skitters out of the way, out of sight.
So you take care of the body, I'll take care of the small thing, and I'm just gonna go like booking after it and trying to effing murder this doll.
Okay. Ficus, you shoot out the front door of the now limp and toppled wooden hut. You look to the left, you look to the right. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Hold, please. It would make sense if I had my character prepared for D&D Beyond.
Oh no.
Did not
That's
have
a
her up.
good sign.
Perception. Bam. Did I do it?
14.
14. Such a great roll from me.
You look to your left, you look to your right, you look up, you look down. You can see that the hedges have begun to die and wither and have begun to fade. You can hear the clinking of sticks, but you don't see anything.
Sticks are threatened. Just tell Uther and he'll just smash everything until he gets to his sticks on. It'll be fine.
Soul, you are able to reach up, and because of your height, because maybe balancing a little bit on the bathtub, not treacherously, you reach up and you grab a hold of this figure that's hanging upside down. You begin to pull, and you can feel the branches and the roots pulling away as this thin, emaciated looking figure just slumps into your arms. She appears to be in her 60s, 70s. She has really lanky, wet, orange hair practically. That is completely just streaks and streaks and streaks of gray, but you still see some of that orange. Very, very weakly, her eyes open, and you can see grayish blue eyes, and doesn't look like Irina, doesn't remind you of Irina, other than in a very surface manner. And with hardly any strength, she reaches up and then falls unconscious. Bright, Leaf, what are you up to outside?
First, I have a question regarding the scenery / surroundings. Are
Yes.
the razor bushes still present, or have they dissipated?
They are withering and they are rotting, and even walking by, they're snapping off without hurting you. So you can move freely through them now.
Okay, so after taking his last couple of shots with his bow, there was this colossal crash as the tree house thing fell to the ground or whatever. I think he probably took a moment to maybe shield his eyes when all that went down, and then he very quickly is gonna look up and just kind of like grit his teeth and try to run like straight through whatever's left of these bushes as they dissipate, just generally in the direction where he saw his companions.
They shatter in showers of sticks and leaves, superficial scratches, nothing at all like trying to move through them before.
So he'll probably come skidding up alongside. And just curious, on the map, should it be all kind of grayed out?
Is it grayed out right now?
Yeah, everybody lost light.
Oh, it's grayed out because of the weird loading of. I'm going to.
Thanks, Roll20.
I mean, it's okay. I just wanted to know if that's what we were supposed to see.
We'll do that, and then we
Oh,
will do
good.
this and this and this and this.
Oh, you're awesome. That's much clearer. Okay, so
Yep, perfect.
yeah, so I just lost him under. There we go. Okay. So he'll come like skidding to a stop, probably right alongside of Bright and Uther and
Uther.
Baby Soul. And
Baby Soul's crushed.
yeah, baby
He took
poor
a lot
Baby
of
Soul is
damage.
just like this
Poor
heap
Baby
of
Soul.
metal. So he kind of gives this look down at the metal creature. Is like and then you're both conscious, so he sort of like looks from one of you to the other and says, you both look pretty trashed. Can I is Ficus okay? Where's Solaire? Do you need help? I can heal you.
Uther will probably point back to the hut when you ask where the other two are, because he waved them forward.
As Uther points at the hut, Ficus runs out, just cursing and screaming and looking for something that you guys cannot see.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you come skittering out of the hut then?
Screaming out.
Oh yeah, it was like fuck this
Ficus
thing, and it's just
Immediately
like
points to
Ficus
you.
is under the impression that this is one of those dolls, those creepy dolls that they encountered at the house her and Soul tried to apostolize at.
I mean,
I can't remember
that's-
the word. Where we were fake
Proselytize.
missionaries.
Yeah,
Yeah, proselytize. There we go. Proselytize. We were trying to get people to find the Lord, and the dolls were in that house. So Ficus is all about killing this doll because she knows what it is in her heart.
So do we see?
Does
the
she
doll
actually
then?
know what it is? No. I don't know what this is. I'm just trying to find a puppet running through wetlands.
Ficus, what's going on?
It's another one of the damn dolls. And
Where?
Ficus will just start going towards in the direction that she heard sounds.
Okay, you start climbing around the stump of the tree has fallen and is sideways, and you are well adept at climbing trees, no check or anything. You're climbing around, looking in every crack and crevice and corner, trying to find this thing. So we'll leave you at that, Bright.
I'm being I was just passed out. I don't know what to do. I'm just kind of sitting here in shock. I just got beat to death by Uther. So yeah, it depends on what Uther does, you know? I feel really bad that he's not here. I would play off of him more.
Nope, no problem. Especially because of a choice that he made in this
Yeah.
fight. He is particularly broody.
Yeah. I mean, so is Bright at this point. So I guess we're just sulking in the near vicinity of each other.
Yep,
So-
sounds good.
How high is the house at this point? Did it fall all the way to the
So
ground?
it's kind of it's fallen enough that you can climb up to it without too much difficulty. Just a
So
few
I
feet
think-
off the ground at this point.
Yeah, so now that Ficus is somewhat accounted for, at least she's conscious and moving around, Leaf is gonna seeing that like Bright and Uther are not like on death's door, at least they're okay for a moment. He's gonna run over and try to poke his head in and look for Solaire.
Oh, probably at that point, Solaire probably head out with the person in their arms, just heading back to the group.
Wait,
So
who's that?
you look and you see a couple things. Let me tell you what you see so that you have the summary too. There's a bathtub with blood. There is Soul carrying this emaciated, hurt-looking figure unconscious, wearing nothing but rags, not wearing much at all. There's also a brass reinforced chest against one wall, and then some other odds and ends of a bed and a cabinet and a desk.
Where did she come from? That's not the hag, is it?
No, but I believe it's where the blood that's been sprayed on the altar comes from.
Oh, gosh, that's should are they conscious?
Soul will probably put her down by Uther and Bright, and has anyone got a higher medical than me?
Yeah,
Yeah, maybe.
I
No.
think I do. I think I do.
Possibly?
Nope, I have a +1.
+3.
Oh Lord.
I don't know what yours.
You're,
We have
You are way
D4s.
Tell you
you're
what.
the closest we have to a cleric right now.
Let's say
Hey, wait,
that.
what is Uther?
Oh,
Does Uther have it?
No,
Check
he
that.
does not.
No.
I'm
He
checking.
He
just
doesn't.
rolls high.
So let's
That's
say
all.
I have
that
Uther's up.
let's say while
Uther
Bright
is
and Uther are
+3.
sort of tending to each other at the moment, and then Ficus is sort of scrambling around the tree. I would say, here, set her down. Let's see if we can help. And that is mechanically, I will give you assistance in your medicine check if that's what you're gonna do.
All right. Yeah. Let's see. Before that, can I do a perception roll to see if I can figure out what's wrong with her exactly?
That'd be your medicine check.
All right. So, Roads may don't let me down. Let me down. 10.
Roll 20 always lets you down. It's real dice.
Did you roll with advantage because you are receiving help?
I'll get my dice after this. 16.
There
16?
we go.
Two things happen. First, you feel a sharp pain in your shin, and there is a clang of wood on metal. And you look down briefly, and you see that puppet. It sticks a wooden tongue out at you and takes off running again. I need you to roll a d4.
Okay.
Right? Okay.
And just one. So you got a 15 instead of a 16. But 15 is sufficient to stabilize her, and you're certain that she'll come to consciousness in the next probably hour or so.
This puppet just cast Bane on you?
With a stick. Look at my-
Puppet just damage your entire self-worth by sticking their tongue out at you? Like, is that what just happened?
Is the puppet back in the house?
Oh no.
Oh, can I call out to Ficus? Hey, Ficus, we found the puppet. And point
Ficus,
in a different direction.
You come around the corner of the house just as Soul yells out, "We found it!" You barely see a figure skitter off into the trees, or into the roots of the tree. Oh no, you see it dive into the water. Bloop.
Oh gosh. Leaf is now shifted his focus, seeing that Solaire seems to have this woman accounted for, and Ficus is like chasing after this thing. He's totally gonna try to help Ficus out.
Wait,
So,
one
you know-
second.
Couple
And
things
then-
to clarify. It's a bad table. You're not actually going to find it and stop it. But
Oh.
Ficus is still enraged by this, so she is going to be like, wait 1 second, and she's going to cast Spike Growth, where it just jumped in the water, hoping to just shish kebab this flippin' doll.
I figured you would.
a number
Gonna
of
waste the
thorny
one spell I
vines.
have.
A number of thorny vines pop out of the ground. They whip around. You see the 1.5 tall figure of this puppet get flung into the air. You hear go, "Ah!" And it splashes in the water a distance away.
Leaf, you were supposed to shoot that!
Okay.
Figured you would be like, I don't need to breathe, and immediately dive in under it and
Yes.
just like,
Oh.
start wrestling with the pond water.
That makes
Totally
more
what I
sense.
expected.
I forgot how to play my character. Ficus will dive in after it. Fuck it.
Ficus
is
chases
swimming.
after the puppet.
The zombie leech infested water you want to dive into.
I don't trust these dolls. They messed us up at the last place, and if they're gonna keep following us around and keep messing with us, like that's a real threat.
So Leaf has his bow in one hand, and he's like tracking Ficus as she goes and dives into the water. He goes, "Oh, great! Here, let's accelerate things." And like these green glowing leaves start swirling around his arm, and he's gonna reach down and cast Cure Wounds on the woman and hope to sort of bring her back to consciousness more quickly. And then he looks over at Bright and Uther. He says, I'll help you out in a second. And then he's going to move off towards wherever Ficus just went. So let me do this healing first.
So, as you cast the spell, you get a better look at the wounds that she has. There are some rather large slashes on either side of her neck and at her wrists. And these begin to close, and even as they close, you can see the scarring that's left behind. After a few moments, her eyes flicker and open, and you kind of get the sense that there's this woozy recognition of what's going on. She right away starts looking around and looks up at locks eyes with Bright next to her and just goes,
Sorry, I wasn't looking at you in the camera. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
me neither. You gotta do that again for us.
Oh! Okay. Look, Niffer knows sign. I don't know if Bright knows sign. Did we establish that Bright knows sign? Okay. We're gonna assume that I do.
okay.
Yeah, Bright will just kind of shakenly back just message. Just like, it's just like, what are you doing here?
I'm fine with Bright knowing sign, so
Yes!
the two of them
Representation matters, y'all.
begin to sign one another in silence. You get the gist of it. She'd been captured, been hurt, needs help, and is looking for her sister. Those are the bits of information. The extent of Dane's sign language is please help. So she does spell out her name as Shell. So you get her name Shell.
Also, Niffer, you're muted.
That's okay.
Oh, I thought Niffer was just being quiet because she was signing.
Yeah.
I saw the red pop up.
So the rest of you
Shell,
watch
like CHEL or SHEL? Just because no.
SHELL.
SH.
Yep, SHEL. There you go. You get these bits and pieces, and the conversation kind of doesn't go too much further than that. She seems weak even with the healing, and then just rests and has kind of a relieved look on her face.
For the record, that was 7 hit points.
That's fine.
Leaf is just standing over the water. What happened to Ficus?
Ficus, you eventually resurface empty-handed. You lost it.
Cursing up a storm.
What?
Spitting water out of their mouth because they definitely open mouth were swimming around, not remembering that they didn't need to actually breathe and stuff. Just punching the water a bunch. Taking out, it looks like Ficus is taking out a certain amount of rage that she is probably unnecessary for just this searching for a doll. She's definitely a little bit over the top right now, kind of angry. Because it's just in her mind, this is just another failure on her track record. So she's a little pissed off, smashing through some of these weeds. Okay. If she sees a leech, she stabs it, and then keeps walking out until she's on the ground next to her party members.
So does it
As
sort of
soon
look
as
like
you
she's just
approach the
blowing off
group-
steam in a little bit?
Yeah, she's definitely blowing off some steam.
Okay.
As soon as you approach the group, the person that you rescued, who's now conscious, immediately does this and reaches out to embrace you.
I pat their head. Because
Uh,
they're laying down, right?
Yeah, kind of half laying down, just came up to a sit, sitting there and grabbed you. And you can feel her squeeze her arms around you.
Okay. They're there.
This is Barovian sign language for it's gonna be okay.
She leans back and starts making a number of motions with her hands in your direction, Ficus. You can make an insight check if you'd like to pick up the gist of it.
Sure.
Or,
I'm great at those.
go ahead.
4.
There's a lot of gesticulation, a lot of hand movements that are going very quickly, and there's kind of that awkward moment where she stops moving with a half smile, looking your direction, almost waiting.
While Leaf is observing all this, he moves over just very casually, and once again, there's like this swirls of these like mystical green leaves around his hand. He's gonna 2 times. He'll do one for Bright and one for Uther. So
Okay.
here is Bright.
Oh, we get
got
heals! Hooray!
You got the upcast. I rolled a freaking 1. I forgot.
This
to
is
use my
what
own
always
dice.
happens
I'm
when you
not doing that
upcast
again.
healing for me.
You know, it
Like
happens.
we've had this happen before.
But I only have like so many spell slots, so.
So just let us use the D4s.
Oh, I forgot we had all those.
Yeah, we have a lot of D4s left.
Well, whatever. it makes sense.
Yep, sounds
Uther,
good.
I'm rolling real dice. Uther gets 7.
Okay, sounds good. So heals get passed around. There's kind of this moment. It's about 12:30 in the afternoon. Shell kind of slowly and shakily stands up and looks toward the knocked over hut. Looks back at Bright, who understands her, and she asks the question, "Where is she?"
Wait, did no one check her body?
Let me check the conspiracy map.
She didn't
We're
go
in
to-
Berez. That's where we're at.
Currently in Berez.
Yep, that. I will tell her that.
Okay.
Here. In Berez, where do you remember being last?
Berez, a very long time.
Is her sister Muriel by any chance?
Speaking of, the were-raven that had flown away during the fight flies back and lands next to all of you and goes, that was a lot. Is everyone okay?
Hmm.
Thanks for your help.
I could have pulled someone out if they yelled. I'm not really built for this.
None of
I
us
observe,
are.
I learn. Is that who I think it is?
Who do you think it is?
Muriel will walk forward and begin signing back to Shell. And Bright, you pick up the question, Huntress, and Shell nods. And again repeats, please help me. Muriel turns to you. I'm quite certain this is one of the forms of the Fanes.
Which one?
Huntress.
The Huntress.
Ficus will walk up to Bright
Yeah.
and just like start like wiggling her bag
Yeah.
and just like reach in
Yes.
and pull out
Yep.
the
I
Nephesh.
reach for it too.
There is a howl as your hand touches the Nephesh. You hear wolves in the distance.
I'll just scurry it over to her and be like,
Yeah.
don't know what you're saying.
I'll
Here you go.
start signing of "We believe this belongs to you."
Shell will reach out and she'll receive it and look at it. As soon as she touches it, her eyes kind of brighten. And she holds it close to her chest. And just repeats, "Thank you." My
We need
sisters,
Get her to the windmill.
my shrine.
Would you want to see your sisters first? Or also is Bright like trying or like saying
Yeah,
what she's saying
fine.
to us?
Yeah,
Okay.
I would just very loosely and tiredly be doing that.
Is it more important to get to your sisters or is it more important to get to your shrine?
She asked the question, are my sisters safe?
Probably not.
No.
We're in Barovia.
We only know where one of them is. Right?
She spells out two names, Ava or Ginny.
Ava. We know Ava.
And
She is my
Shell has this shadow of a smile that crosses her face. And she signs out that Ginny will be close soon.
Do we wait for her or seek her out?
Never. Her own timing.
Ha.
I can relate to that.
Mm.
Give me a shout if y'all need anything. I'm gonna check this house out.
Oh yeah, can I come?
Please. I'd love the assistance. Let's make sure there's nothing else that shouldn't be in there, and hey, maybe that old hag left something we can use.
I did see a locked chest, but it was more important to get this out, and Ficus will hold up the other Nephesh.
You will hear ravens cawing.
Do we all hear it or just Ficus?
Just Ficus.
Just kind of like look around for where the ravens actually might be, and then not seeing them, be like, oh god, not again.
You climb up. The inside of the house is kind of a mess. Everything's been shifted and tilted. There is that brass-bound chest over in the corner.
Intent.
I would like to check it for traps.
Okay, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Can I
Okay.
assist, please?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna double check something real quick. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
And you have a good table en route, so you know I've not forgotten about it.
Nice.
Okay, I'm gonna roll here because I don't trust the computer anymore. Ooh, natural 17 plus 9. 26.
Nice.
You start investigating the surface of this chest, and it doesn't take you long to find an arcane rune has been etched into the side, just very faintly, almost following the wood grain, so you would have overlooked it, and you recognize it as a glyph of warding. If you're not careful, the whole thing will blow up.
I will be extra careful then. Oh gosh. Ouch, I just poked myself in the eye.
Don't do
Okay.
Yikes.
I will. So, a glyph of warding. Ficus has been like sneaking into things and stealing things her whole life, and just kind of messing around there. Does she know how to like skillfully avoid setting it off?
You can attempt to disarm it.
I'll do that.
You can
I will.
use either sleight of hand, or I would also allow an arcana check since you know what it is.
We're gonna do sleight of hand.
Okay.
Is it just one die now? Yes.
Mhm.
Come on. 21.
21. You have run into these before. You reach into your bag, you take out a pen and some ink, and you start to alter the outline of this rune. And after a couple strokes of this quill that you're using, there is a faint sound of glass shattering, and the rune tilts helter-kelter.
I think I did it. And then
It's
I
safe
will
to open.
open it.
You open up this chest, and immediately 4 hands
Nope.
crawl out and scatter to
What are those things?
Probably.
immediately scatter to all corners of the
Just
room.
start holding their hands.
We just can't take hold of anything in this house at all. It all runs away.
And inside, you find a number of sacks of gold pieces.
Nowhere to spend them.
Yeah, gold
nowhere
is
to-
useless here.
Gold is useless here. You find 1,300 gold pieces, all with Strahd's image marked on them.
I stick my tongue out at one, and then I shove all of them into the boot.
Yeah, I guess I have to melt those down.
You find 5 gemstones, each worth
gosh.
about 500 gold pieces each.
Is this gonna be in chat so I can throw it in the boot?
Hey, that's cool. One for each of us.
I will throw it in chat.
The loot gremlin in me is dying because none of this is worth anything to us.
There is one correction. Rather than 10 sling bullets, there is elven chain armor.
Okay, but sling bullets implies the existence of guns, and I like that much better.
How large is this elven chain armor? Would it fit a small person?
That's true.
It would fit a small person.
Hey, you get AC.
Does it glow? Does it glow when
Does it glow when orcs are near?
around?
And the last thing, and this ficus particularly calls out to you. There is a halfling-sized goblet that looks beat up and scratched, but of probably fine silver at some point.
Ooh.
Well, that we can melt down into weapons.
You stay back, soul. Ficus will reach into the boot and pull out one of their fancy wines that they acquired
Okay.
at the Wizard of Wines.
Okay.
And just look at Leaf and be like, it's a party! And just pop it open and pour a little bit in and take a sip.
When you start to pour, you look down at the goblet and you see it slowly begin filling from the bottom. Please roll a d6 for me.
Hmm. 5.
5. There is a what appears to be a standard healing potion has just filled this goblet.
Oh. I'll make my way outside. Walk over. Which of my friends looks more beat up right now?
Are either of us your friends, really?
No,
Okay.
but I'm fine.
Okay.
I took a nap.
Best place.
First I start to walk towards Uther, seeing that he looks kind of like a dumpster fire, and then I look to my actual dumpster fire and pass it off to Bright.
Aw, that's the nicest thing you've said to me in like a week.
You get the feeling that this will refill 5 more times.
Oh, okay. Neat. Add it to the list.
All right.
Oh, we also had. Wait, is this from this one?
What?
Nope. Different campaign. Wrong notebook. Sorry. Here we go. Never mind. Ignore.
It's great.
Continue.
Types of haunting I'm into. Just as Niffer, not as Bright.
Didn't we already get something of haunting?
Probably.
Well,
No.
I mean, Uther has the sword.
There was pipes though, or a flute from the dollhouse.
I don't keep track of magic items once they're handed out, so
I don't think it was, it might not have been magical, but we definitely got a flute before because I debated on playing it because I'm the only one with flute proficiencies, I think, of our group.
Mm-hmm. All right.
as you all are kind of sitting, sorting through the gear, the stuff that you found, kind of consoling or speaking through Bright with Shell, you suddenly hear from the distance this battle cry.
No.
You look, and charging towards you
Tiny dog,
is
tiny
an
dog.
old woman on a cart being rapidly pulled towards you by two rather large nanny goats.
That's strange. Does anyone know who that is?
I just will stand up and yell, Ginny.
The yelling person. So they're still several score feet away from you.
Okay, great.
So you can't really see their face that well. So you yell out. As soon as you yell out, Shell puts a hand on your shoulder,
Mm-hmm.
and she just starts waving her arms over her head.
Mm-hmm.
Stands up, and after just a couple seconds, these goats come running in, and the new old lady kind of Shell! With spryness undeserving of what appears to be a late 70s-year-old woman, she hops off of the back of her cart and runs up and just embraces her sister.
Is it safe to assume that you would be the Huntress?
It's the other Fane. Weaver. She'd be the Weaver?
Shell, hearing you, turns towards you and shakes her hand in your direction, and then touches her ear. And she reaches out and takes her sister's chin and turns her face towards you and makes the sign for again.
Is it safe to assume you're the Huntress?
No. I'm not the Huntress. I couldn't be the Huntress. The Huntress is my dear sister Shell here.
Weaver.
I am the Weaver.
Yes, of course, my mistake. It's an honor to meet you both.
And all of you are?
I am Leaf in the sunlight of summer.
All of
He
that.
just looks to someone else in the group.
Long name, long. She just starts scanning toward each of you one at a time.
So just says that we're in need of your help. And time is of the essence.
Important question that we've never established. Does Soul have a mouth that moves when he
Never.
talks?
No.
No.
It just
Okay.
sounds come out from his general head.
Okay. So as she's scanning all of you, she ignores you completely.
Oof.
Sorry.
Oh, is she a lip reader? Is that
I
what?
get
Oh.
no.
Definitely.
And I have the feeling it's.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So.
Oh
that's
my
gonna be
gosh.
interesting.
Well-
That makes way too much sense. How dare you bring that into this campaign?
Well, except that my grandma can hear and see and speak.
But does she
Grandma
speak?
cannot see.
She's
Grandma cannot
blind.
see?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Grandma is
Huh.
blind.
Yeah, that's why it was so
Oh.
crazy that she could read the cards.
Right.
Oh,
Third name,
right.
grandma cannot read.
Good catch.
But it's, yeah.
Ahmed.
Ficus Fig. We need to go.
We intend to face the Lord of the Land to bring this place back to its former glory. He is a stain and a blight on all of Barovia, and someone needs to put an end to him. We
As Leaf
intend
is
to do that.
talking, Ficus like starts tapping him. I think shorter sentences.
Oh, we need your help.
It's fine. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
Just keep looking straight toward me, and that's fine. Yes. Strahd has ruled this place a very long time, and there's much that could be done.
Yes, we wish to bring light back to the land.
And
Then
you
my-
help us.
My completely ignores Soul.
I'm
My-
just like signing the entire thing for Shell,
Mhm.
and for
Well,
then her, just
so
so
some-
that all information is conveyed in as many ways as possible.
So something that you do notice as you prepare to do that is very quickly, Jenny is signing everything she's saying like subconsciously.
Oh, look at that! Me and Ginny are just like signing back and forth of each other. Apparently, cool.
So Shell has a big smile on her face, and her hands are moving like crazy too, and Jenny's trying to keep track. She's like, so there's no doubt you need to. Muriel is just standing there in shock at what's going on. Do you know how long it's been since 2 of the 3 Fanes have been together?
Nope.
Actually, no, we have no idea.
Hundreds of years, I'm assuming, given everything.
But
in this
also,
book.
I'm not sure that we need a history lesson right now as much as we need to go clean what I think might be your shrine
So
that
Weaver's
currently
shrine,
has
yes.
blood in it,
Yes.
which is gross.
So Weaver's shrine, yes.
We need
Uh,
to restore them quickly.
So we need to reestablish the Fanes, our power.
That's our
Yeah, we're a
intention.
good chunk of the way there. Once we find this thing, and that's clean, and the other 2 are clean.
When you show her the Nephesh, she smiles, and her sister pulls on her shoulder, and she looks down, and her sister's just like cradling her Nephesh at her chest.
Oh. We should probably
So
give
you-
that back, shouldn't we?
Have you found all 3?
No, we've only found
We have
the 2. We think yours might possibly be
in Kresk.
in Kresk.
Well, if you can bring the Fane and the Nephesh
Yes.
and cleanse their shrine, our powers can be restored.
Yes.
Do you have any of the set?
Well, we have you 2, and we have.
I
Those
point
2.
to Solaire's chest. I'm
Why are we
assuming
look-
Solaire's wearing the holy symbol.
Yep.
Is this what you refer to?
She kind of
That-
she looks at that and looks back to you, and I'm sorry, I don't. It's a symbol of the Morning Lord. He and his followers came long after we were here.
My mistake. You said set. I thought you meant something else.
I think we need her Nephesh, which we don't have yet because it's in Kresk.
We have
But if we
2
could get
of the Nefeshes and 2 of the Fanes, and we know where all of the shrines are. It's just getting everything in the right place at the right time.
Well, time is something we probably don't have much of, as the more of us and the more Nephesh come together, the more upset he will become.
Perhaps we could talk more as we move to the shrine here and begin its cleansing.
Yes, we are not actually that far from it, so
Yeah,
Let's
let's go.
go, I guess.
all of you make your way over to the shrine, which is very nearby to where you are. And Jenny stops outside of the circle of stones, quite some distance. Her sister tries to like encourage her forward, but she doesn't move. She's I can't.
You cannot while it is.
It's
Yeah.
been tainted, clearly. Let us see what we can do.
Ficus will go up and just. What do I got in the boot?
Yep.
Do.
I know that I have prestidigitation, which can like remove dirt and stuff, but I don't think that's going to be enough. But it's a start.
Did someone put the loot in the loot boot at some point?
Yep. I put it in the group chat, at least. In the Discord.
Shell makes her way toward the stone and signs to Bright for a cloth.
Yep.
A rag.
Yep.
Anything.
Yep.
And she just starts cleaning.
I will help
Yeah.
with that.
Leaf wants to... Do we know what these things are, or do they need to be identified?
For the sake of convenience, they'll be identified at the next short rest that you take.
Hooray.
Fair enough.
So
Yeah.
It's just easier to
I'll
throw
get to
those
it.
in. So Shell will start scrubbing and cleaning, and she'll look down and see that onyx bowl that has her own blood in it. And
Mm-hmm.
very
let me-
carefully.
Oh, if she picks it up, that's
Oh no,
fine.
she tries to. You reach down, and she kind of flinches away a little bit. You reach down, and
I'm gonna pick it up, and I'm gonna actually quickly, using my sort of feline speed, I'm gonna bound off towards the water and like, just chuck the blood out, and then very reverently and painstakingly clean it out as much as I possibly can. And then
you
return
clean
to
it out, and you do notice when there's a little bit of water in it. You kind of glance down for just a moment, and you can see Jenny standing there, just outside the shrine, in water in the bowl.
Imagine that. And it'll just go back to, again, making sure there's no residue of blood in it at all.
Every once in a while, a zombie or two stumbles over, but we're not going to bother with fighting them. But over the course of the next several hours, you are able to clean the stones, clean the bowl, get everything off of them. And after a good 4 hours or so, Jenny kind of nods and tries to walk forward and very slowly walks toward her shrine. Her hand runs along the stones. She comes up to that center stele and puts a hand reverently on top of it and just kind of kneels. You can see a tear run down her cheek. She looks your way. Thank you, all.
Of course, you're welcome. Wait, may I ask, would an offering of some kind be appropriate? Is that what the bowls are for?
She smiles. It would be impolite for me to impose.
I have 3/4 of a bottle of wine that I'm not going to drink right now.
We have 1,300 gold that could go in it.
Above table, also, Leaf is trying to recall or understand which of the Fanes is represented by which symbol. Do you have
So-
some sense of that?
So the Weaver is... go ahead, Nif.
I was gonna say the Weaver is like the one that I don't have, but nope, hang on. So the Seeker is ravens and the Huntress is wolves.
Wolves.
Which means the third one is I want to say spiders.
Yes.
It's spiders. Yep.
Who took notes?
And so this shrine is the Seeker's shrine?
This shrine is the Weavers.
The
Yeah.
Weavers.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's Ginny's shrine.
The
So Leaf has
Seeker's
this
shrine
moment-
is Yesterhill.
Leaf has this moment where he thinks back to that tasty treat that Ficus Fig had made and stuck in the hand of Solaire and says, gosh, I wish I had that right now. And then he's going to look around for spider webs or some kind of... He's just going to look around like...
No. Check the loot. We might have kept one.
Yuck. Nope. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I
Hope
could
y'all
probably have
recall
kept
what I'm
a.
talking about, right?
Yeah,
Y'all
it
remember.
was
Oh,
what
yeah.
Ficus pranked Uther with.
Cotton candy.
Oh, it was Uther?
Yeah.
I thought it was...
Yeah, it was Uther. It was my Shrek
Okay.
present
Okay.
because
As-
Shrek is in all things.
As you start looking around, you begin to realize that there are a number of spiders that have come already and are crawling over the Steely.
Oh, wonderful.
Jenny will reach over on occasion and just put her hand and let them start crawling all over her hand.
Leaf is actually gonna dig through his satchel, or maybe even take like a little piece of his beautiful cloak, and he's gonna tear like he just wants to get maybe a small string or just a thin cord of whatever, rope or leather, it doesn't matter, maybe a foot or two long, and he's actually gonna start weaving. He's going to like make a little symbolic spider web using thread, and he'll take some time. I'm gonna imagine it's kind of like a knot tying thing that he's gonna do. And he's gonna work that out, and then once it's sort of close enough and he's sort of satisfied, he's like, it's the best I could do on short notice. He'll sort of like, again, just really reverently set it down, maybe not in the bowl, but like alongside the bowl or something like that. I wish I could do better, but yeah. And then he just awkwardly like turns away.
Jenny watches rather intently as you finish, and after you set it down and turn, she kneels and picks it up. And as she does, it grows more and more delicate, almost like a lace, even though it wasn't made from that. And it adheres to her wrist, almost like a lace glove. Thank you, Leaf. But we must... We need the Nepheshes. We need to make my sisters and I whole again.
Well, should we go to Kresk so we can at least get yours?
Or if we go back to the windmill, we can take the Huntress and the Nephesh that we do have and put them in place.
Yes, I like that idea. I feel like we should restore her as quickly as we can. Then
How-
we can deal with Kresk.
Do we need them all to be restored at the same time, or is it something that can be like one then the other?
Are you asking
We're asking
the
God.
Both.
Fanes this?
I am asking out loud to the group as a whole, hoping that someone knows something.
So Jenny, looking around you, focusing on whoever's talking at the time, she'll... One at a time is fine, but don't expect him to be happy about it.
Will they be?
I think, well, that's what I'm saying is like, I think if we do one at a time, he'll be on to us. Whereas if
He's
we can
already
get them,
on to us. He gave us 10 days.
I know, but right now we're still 5 runts just running around. He doesn't. They're not in power yet. He doesn't have them to worry about yet. Once he starts to have one to worry about, I have a feeling that more bad things are going to happen to us. Because
Then
he'll
we
know
better
what
be
we're
quick.
trying to do. It's like putting a searchlight on us. Saying, bing, we did it, we got one.
Mike, do you want to drag around 3 more NPCs again?
No, but I do feel like I bring up a valid point.
It's
I
fair.
completely
No, you
agree,
do.
Ficus.
There's
We
no good answer to this. So we just need to pick one and just go with it.
We should move with haste, and I think if we can go, like Bright suggested, to the windmill and restore the Huntress, that works in our advantage.
I agree.
We know where the Seeker is.
Yeah. We should just move quickly, get it done as soon as we can.
Here,
And
we have
hope-
these. Leaf pulls out the knot and he's gonna tie. He's like, "Let's go!" And he's just gonna tie it because he's taking a lesson from Uther's handbook.
Oh, don't start.
And he starts tying the knot. He looks at everyone and says, "The windmill."
As
Wait,
soon
what
as you
happened?
finish tying.
Before he
oh,
finishes.
Okay.
He says that before he finishes. He starts tying it.
Ficus will give a pained look over to the Seeker?
Weaver.
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 No. Weaver, yes. The Weaver. Yes, Ficus will give a pained look over to the Weaver, like, trying to figure out trying to read her, what her thoughts might be. Like, if she's like, I don't really care to go to this, or if she's like, all right, I guess.
Here's what we do. I have a riding horse in my robe of useful items. What if only I take her and then you all go to the other place and then I meet you? I
Sounds
just
like a really
suggested
fun
splitting
time
the
for the
party.
GM.
I just suggested
the
so
party.
splitting the
Yeah,
party.
let's
Nope,
split the
nope,
party
nope,
after we set off a casino beacon light.
Yep, nope. You're right. I'm an idiot.
No, it's a good idea.
No, I'm just laughing because who came up with the idea?
Do you want to split the party? Come on, we won't get killed.
I just think we should just go to the windmill. Just put them. We'll just put them. We'll put them in place as we have them, so that way, even if we run out of time, we have something in place.
Because
Someone
at least then we're not caught with all this stuff in our pockets, basically.
useless. Yeah.
Where is Kresk in relation to the windmill?
Opposite sides of Barovia.
But we have these
Yeah.
magic items.
Where
We have
is Kresk in
4 more
relation to
magic
Strahd?
items, so
Kresk is the farthest top left corner.
That does not help me, guys. I don't have a map.
I am pulling
So,
up Barovia.
yeah.
Thank you.
So I will ping on the map with regards to my conspiracy map where everything is.
You will want to zoom out all
Yes.
the way.
Yes.
do my best.
So here's I can draw on this map. We about to make this 3D.
Hang on, chat. I'll fix this momentarily.
I would
The
like
best
to
of my
freehand
ability anyway.
this.
We're all
Alright,
scared to
so-
fall.
We have right here. That's not very big.
No, it's really small. So just
Big
for the
circle.
sake of pinging,
Hang.
the windmill is actually more in the middle. Sorry.
No, I was pinging Kresk, and then I'm
Yep.
putting all the things that we know.
So Kresk is up here.
Windmill is right there.
The windmill is
Ah!
central.
Oh no.
Can we pick a better color?
Yep.
Yeah, that's hard to read.
The you know that Yester Hill is somewhere
Windmill.
south of the winery.
And shrine. We're right here. And Yester Hill is this one. Okay. All the red circles are the shrines.
Yes.
I'm just going to keep circling them. We are here. And then, let's see, we'll make here. This is the Nephesh that we don't know about. Where would my grandma be?
At the Zare pool.
Sweet.
Which
So
is-
she'd
oh,
be
sorry,
right
down here.
there.
Down here. Sorry,
Yep,
sorry.
That
That one. Wrong one.
No worries.
No good
'Kay.
color.
No, there's no good color. There's no
So-
way,
Nope.
no easy way to be seen.
So as we look at Bright's map, I'm just gonna
Yep.
look at the group and be like, so we're going to the shrine that's closest to Strahd for our first accomplishment of putting 3 together.
It's the 3s that we have. Okay? And I'd rather put them in just in case we get some sort of protection from it, maybe. Or, maybe a good job from deity who wants to let us level up for doing that or something, you know?
She speaks to the.
I dropped accent. That's how you know it's Niffer. We
don't think
can
we
go.
really- We're just gonna have to hope Strahd is sporting and doesn't mess with the blocks we put in place.
It did give us 10 days.
Yeah, let's just hope he's sporting in this case, as much as it upsets him.
Besides, if all that we have to do is plug them in the windmill, we can take another knot almost immediately, perhaps to their pool, retrieve my grandmother, and take her immediately to the next one. That is 2 then that we would have.
How many strips do we have left? 5?
Mm-hmm.
Or
We've
4.
used 1 to get here. We had 6?
Yes, because one of us had 2 and each of us had 1.
Yeah.
So I thought I only gave you 5, but I might have given you 6.
Pretty sure you gave us 6. Yep.
Was it 6? Okay.
Yeah.
Then you have 5 left.
Because I gave circles in my notes. So like, okay, have we used these? And then that was 6 sessions ago. So
Is it a day's travel or is it 2 days travel from the windmill to the Zerpools?
Well, it's right by the castle. So I don't think we want to travel by foot.
I want to
Is-
save as many of these as we possibly can. If we're just going to keep bouncing around, we are going to lose these. And then we are going to get fucked when we can't put 2 people together.
why are we splitting the party?
Or not.
We're not. I'm just saying that like
Okay.
we can't just
So-
willy-nilly start tying knots.
So
This is also
Um,
Ficus. I'm fine, guys.
yep.
Ficus is getting really mad.
So us to windmill is 1. To their pools to get Ava is 2.
Where's the
She
Zerpools?
is Zerpools is the blue one right there.
Top left? No, blue. Okay, bottom right. Okay.
So then we can go right to the Seeker Shrine on Yester Hill is 3.
Is
And
it
then we need to
ZER
get-
pools?
TSER.
TSER.
Thank you.
So from Yester Hill, which we would then have returned Ava and her Nephesh, go to Kresk to get the last Nephesh, and then bring it back to the shrine. That's 5 trips.
And that's praying nothing bad happens to any of these strips.
That is going
Or
as
that we
fast
need
as
to
we
get out of
can.
Dodge as fast as we can and we
Yes.
just pop one.
Yes. Barring no emergencies, we have exactly the right amount.
I think if there's one day that we can take by travel, we need to take advantage of that.
Okay, then it should be from the Nephesh in Kresk because it is the farthest away from any nonsense from here. Kresk. Should be from here to here. We can travel that on foot at least because it is the furthest away from Strahd's castle, which you and all of us want to avoid.
Kresk is the top left,
Kresk is
Correct.
top left.
and Strahd's castle is this one. down
Or
here?
from Yester Hill up to Kresk is like 2 days travel on road. So we could do it one of those. But I think that it needs to be Windmill, Zerpool, back to Yester Hill. That needs to be right away. Hey, Uther, we've skipped like 4 locations since you've been gone. Hey.
Which one's Yester? Sorry, which one's Yester Hill and which one's
Yester Hill's this one. I suggest we go. We're going to try this again. In extra large. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That will land us in the right spots at
And-
the right times with the right things.
What is 5?
5 is the Fane
Is where you
Shrine
are
for
right
the
now.
Weaver, which is the one Nephesh that we don't have, which is in Kresk at 4.
So it's the Weaver Shrine, and it's Valaki?
Kresk.
You are currently in Berez.
We're in
Perez.
Berez.
Perez.
And you are
Hi,
at the Weaver
audience. This
Shrine.
makes such good watching. We're so
This is-
sorry.
It's
It's
part of
important.
sorting it out.
It is.
We're actually it's 10:07. We should take a short intermission anyway, so we could stretch, use the restroom, that sort of thing, and
And
then
count to
when
5.
we get back, we will decide which way to go. So Jenny and Shell kind of look eagerly back and forth between all of you as you're discussing and leaning over the map and doing all of this. And Jenny puts a hand on Leaf's shoulder and says, "Make my sister whole." And that is where we will end for a moment. A brief intermission. Stretch. We'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes to see where this takes us. So go ahead. See you soon. And we are back. We left off with a vigorous conversation on the most efficient way to use the leather throngs that were given to the party to teleport from place to place, or at least near to place. And some time passes. It just isn't clear how much, if they recall from the last time it was used. So a decision has been made, and that's where we will pick back up. So the game is yours.
Okay, so
Windmill.
He finishes tying the knot.
There is the collection of fog around you that thickens and thickens to the point where you cannot see, much like in Berez itself. There's a sense of movement. It's ambiguous. It's unclear which way or how or why. It's also unclear how much time passes. But before too long, the fog begins to clear a little bit. Your sight returns, and you find yourself at the foot of a hill, and high above are the scorched ruins of a windmill, and far below is a shrine.
Off we go. We have taken everything and everyone with us, just so
Yep,
that we don't
everything
have to.
came with you.
Cool.
Yep.
I want that stated.
And we've been there before, so
You have been here before.
Oh,
I'm going
great.
to put you back at least I'll put a picture of the windmill up for the sake of convenience.
Irina's not with us.
Rip.
Back in the day. All right.
Yeah, good
So,
times.
just for the sake of that, you look up at the sky, and even the cloud cover of Barovia and the general darkness, you get a sense that a number of hours have passed. You're not exactly sure how long, but it seems late at night. The trip down to the stones is fairly uneventful. When you get down there, there is a slick sheen, something oily that's covering the stones. And Shell stops several dozen feet away from the shrine itself. And just her Nephesh, as you get closer, begins to glow in her hands as she clutches it close to her chest. Jenny looks at y'all and says, "Well, we've done it once and she did it for me. Let's go."
Yes, let's.
Okay. We need.
Does that look like oil or blood?
As you get closer to investigate, a figure steps out from behind one of the stones. "What are all of you doing here?" As a familiar hag,
No.
Grammy Morga
Nope.
steps out from behind.
Leaf is drawing his.
So
blood.
We're
immediately
going.
charges.
I'm just gonna immediately incinerate her.
Wait. Soul what?
So immediately charges.
Yeah, I was gonna say I cast so many spells.
Well,
There we
go.
That happens,
Everyone
then
roll
Leaf is
initiative.
gonna let
Remember?
fly. All right.
Remember, I had said please no combat like 30
Well,
seconds before
yeah.
break.
I had hoped for a short rest, but
Mm-mm.
no.
Mm-mm.
There's. Hey, I'm gonna be a robot, but I'll hold grudges.
It's on.
So let me Let's see. Do I even have a good shrine map?
I was literally in the middle of recapping to Noir, who's about to come back, by the way. And I was like, we made a lot of plans. He goes, good, can't wait to ruin them. And I'm like, this is what we did. And I'm like, just kidding, we ruined our own plan.
All right. I am looking for something to grab. You know, I'll put it back in the swamp map because it doesn't look like. Oh, this one will work.
Oh, nice. Leaf gets a 20 for initiative. Oh, that was
Yes.
Ficus? I got a 6. I rolled a nat
You got a natural 1. Leave that 20 to me.
I saw the 20 and I thought, because I had just clicked the button and I thought it went over and gave me a 20. That's funny.
I saw
So
I saw the
much
one
opposite.
and you went 20, and I was like, that's not what I see.
That's right. That's it. That's why I call it 1 and 20, y'all.
Sorry, let me draw a few stones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fill them in a bit. Oh, I guess there's a fill in button.
How do you guys even click on your character icons? Because I can't even see mine.
I clicked on mine.
Oh, there it is. I'm zoomed too far out. That's my own fault.
There you go. Problem solved.
Let's see if it ever lets me. Let's see.
All right, and you said that Noir's close to coming in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I am going to move you to a new map.
Hey, look. He's ready.
All right, go ahead and toss him in.
Wait, what? Wait, okay, hold that thought. I'm trying to do too many things at once.
Okay. We'll handle it.
I'm on it. No, he's not in yet.
Well, I told him to join, so
Well,
Oh, did you send him the link?
I can't switch before he's in.
I'll send
I
it
think
over
just reset the turn order.
Yeah, did it reset? It shouldn't have.
Oh, it looks like it did. Okay, we can add ourselves.
Ooh,
I sent him the
excellent.
link again. There he is.
Okay, there he is.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, sorry about that. I just ducked the TPK.
Okay, hold on, I
Yeah,
gotta move
nice
people
work.
around. 1 second.
Remember how I was like, we have plans, and you were like, I'm ready to ruin them. We might have already ruined our own plan.
Wow.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear the plan. I just Leroy Jenkins, a hag.
Yeah, Grammy Morga's here, so we're seeing red immediately.
I owe her one.
I have a question. D&D Beyond says that I'm allowed to upcast all of my sorcerer spells at artificer levels. Is that true?
You should not be able to. No.
D&D
That's-
Beyond says I can.
No, you can't. Your sorcerer spells are separate from your artificer spells. You can't use your. It doesn't cross. The streams don't cross like that.
Not until you get meta magic bullshit.
I got meta magic soon. Especially if we manage to get enough of these things done. We could level up tonight if he sticks to his word of.
Well, we
A
haven't
level every-
acquired anything. It was when we acquire them.
We have
We're
acquired-
completing something. We're
we have
not
acquired a
acquiring
Fane.
anything.
You know
We've
what?
acquired a Fane. We are.
We haven't
halfway to
acquired
another
her
level.
Nephesh.
I
No.
bet it's inside the hag's stomach.
Yeah, that's
Go
why
get
we
it.
need to be killing this.
Let's go get it.
Sorry about that. I'm trying to grab everything because I was telling them, Noir, I was prepared for every choice other than
The one we picked.
the one that was picked. So I am throwing.
I am so proud of y'all. Yo, what's going on? What's going on with y'all?
We
He
made
antagonized
choices and
He antagonized
plans.
us. That's what happened.
So full fill in. 2 of the Fanes are with you. One is deaf. One is mute. And you cleaned up the shrine of the Weaver.
Okay.
And you've gone to the Huntress's shrine because the Huntress is the only one where you have the Fane. She was held above the bathtub in Baba Lysaga's hut, where she was
Okay.
being drained of her blood.
Yep.
You got her Nephesh, and everyone is.
Have we had a rest since the last session?
Nope.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
They
so
went
that's
right
what-
back.
Here's the deal, though. I meant to bring this up because Leaf said that he cast heals on both and then got so upset at how low my healing was that he never actually cast the heals on Uther.
9 and
I did.
7
Did.
was what
9
it
and
cast
7.
on you
Okay.
guys.
It didn't show up, I thought.
Oh, 7 for
So-
Uther? Okay.
So you get 7.
But
And
we
then-
also have 10 d4s, so
We
should
do.
probably
You have
use a
10
handful of
d4s to
those.
use.
And I never saw what the roll on
9.
Ficus's health potion was. that
You guys
she
mind
gave
if I
to
use
the-
4 of those D4s?
By all means.
Bill's gonna use 2. Sweet.
So that's
8.
6.
It's 1d4 plus 4?
I think so.
Oh.
No, it'd be
1d4 plus 2?
2d4 plus 2 for the regular heal potion.
Yep. The regular potion is 2d4 plus 2.
2d4, so that's 4 plus 2 plus 2. 8.
Excellent. I
Like
get 8
8
points.
right there, so I'm just gonna go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, we're looking all right. We're looking to murder some stuff.
Look, we got a
Okay.
hag right in front of you.
This is fine. We're not going to do warding bond again.
All right, there's that. The only one that I need initiative for is Uther.
All right, so Uther gonna give it to you. Instead of waiting for you to get it on your own, Uther gonna
Give it to you. Darkness.
It's,
I
it's
I
not
heard
showing
that.
up on the thing. It's a 13.
13. Got
Okay,
it.
18.
I rolled it
Oh, okay.
just to put him in there.
Can you add mine in there? I don't know why it's not. I clicked
what'd
on
you
my
get?
person. I had 20.
It's on there.
And I also have 6.
It's
You
just
know,
not
not
showing
here.
up on the turn order.
Yeah, when you change backgrounds, it just nope,
Well,
there.
let's do that. That bring it back?
Nope.
Nope. You just gotta add the 2 of us.
Just
Well, but the thing is, I see you.
Actually.
All right. Well,
right.
I know that I'm at the top of the order, so I'm good.
So, as for the sake of this, there's a number of the shrine has these 8-foot tall, 10-foot wide stones surrounding a central stone that is still 10 foot wide but much shorter, about 4 feet tall instead of 8. The Grammy Morga steps out from behind it. Around you are dying trees. There is a little bit of a step up into this shrine. So if you take a look at the map, you'll see there's a ledge to get up there to climb up. A number of dead and dying trees around, and Morga stepping out, and you all immediately attacking her without any exchange. So Ficus, go ahead.
Oh my god.
Ficus is going to just charge. Full movement plus bonus action dash.
Okay.
And then she is going to double stab
Okay.
using this. Up like that. 15.
15 will miss. You immediately run up, and
Get out.
Morga's like in the middle of getting ready to taunt you, and just it's the little one again.
And as she says that, I'm gonna look over and see the creepy thing that's standing behind another one of those columns, because I think she is in line of sight now. I'm not looking at the right screen. Here we go. This one. And if she wasn't, then I
Yes.
would have run to here. I'll go here anyways.
Sounds good.
And we're just gonna reach around and throw some
That back?
really fun radiant magic at her.
Sounds good. You look over, and hulking over, just skulking over there is one of the kind of we described him as the quintessential wicked stepsisters looking duo from fairy tales.
Yeah, so that's a 21 to hit that time.
21 will hit her.
Okay, and it's the 14, the sneak attack damage. So 14 points of radiant damage as I get in the face of this hag.
14. She just howls out, "Ah! Mother! What are they doing?
And then
Kill them."
I shout back to the group, they're all here, because they were all kind of hidden from.
Hooray.
But you guys did see like a radiant beam just circle around and blast the girl in the bottom.
Great.
The hag in the bottom.
Right. You're up.
Right on. I know magic missile now. I'm just gonna do that.
Wait, did we gain a level? What level are
Should be level
Well,
8.
I took sorcerer for my
Okay.
7th level, so I knew magic missile a while ago.
we? Okay.
But also now I'm 2 levels of sorcerer. That doesn't matter because I'm doing magic missile.
Okay. Are you magic missiling?
I'm magic missiling the only one that I can see.
All right, Grammy Morga it is.
Grammy Morga, here come D-Force. I don't know how many magic missiles I get at 1st level. I get 3.
3.
So 4, 3, and 4 is 11.
That is quite
Force
a
damage.
bit of magic missiling.
Pew,
And
pew,
magic
pew.
just goes fly.
What?
It's 14 because it's D4 plus 1 for each.
No, I
missile.
already did that. I
Oh.
pre-mapped.
Okay.
Aren't you
Got
proud
it.
of
I'm
me?
sorry. I'm sorry. No, that's awesome. Perfect. You said 4, 3, 4. I thought
Each-
that was
each
like
of these
you
hit.
rolled a 4, 3, and 4.
You've grown. Anything else, Bright?
No. Well, no, I haven't been able to reassemble my dog. So,
Is this what it would have been like if you showed up the first time? Soul, your turn.
All right. Moon, my full moon was 30. So let's see. How far is 30 from me? Where's my ruler?
also, she
I got you.
wouldn't. She would not be able to say that to me. She
Right-
doesn't
right
remember
there.
I exist.
Mhm.
Appreciate you.
As long as they, we will
Roll
see.
a wisdom save,
I
my
will
dude.
roll a wisdom save.
All right. You can roll another.
She doesn't. She has no clue who you are.
Yes.
No,
The
so
little
you're
things.
actually on this square. But
Which one? Let's
yeah,
wait through this.
this one.
Guy.
Next
Oh,
one
yeah.
up.
I would have had to move within range, I imagine, as well.
She was like, shit. Our encounter was a. Oh, let's see. 1 second. So, since you remember me so well, I'm gonna hit her with another command because it worked so well the first time.
Okay.
60-foot range. She is in range. Wisdom save.
A 23.
God bless her. Yeah, she passes.
Anything else?
I got a bonus action. No. Nope. That's what I try to do, just to hold her off until I got to her.
All right. She is going to take a look directly at Ficus in front of her. Let me reread this. Oh, can't cast that one. Sorry.
I just really like that she
what-
didn't remember me.
Yeah, she absolutely didn't.
Useless, but it makes me feel better.
It's
These
awesome.
are the quote for that. I'm forgetting.
She will reach into her robes, and she's not bothering to hide her form at all. She's withered and hunched over. She reaches into her robe and takes out this piece of incense, and she snaps it in her hands, and both ends begin burning and glowing and sparking. And as they do, the area between Ficus and Soul just fills with smoke and light and all sorts of different shapes as she casts Hypnotic Pattern.
That's not good.
So each of you need a wisdom save.
Mhm.
Do you give a bonus to Ficus for her saving throw?
Boom. 21.
What is your aura, Soul? Is it 10 feet or 15?
It is, I believe, 10.
And
10. Then she's just outside of it.
oof,
So Ficus, you save. Soul, or sorry, Ficus, you fail. Soul, you save. The lights spark in your eyes, and Ficus, you start to feel woozy. And when your eyes reopen, instead of seeing the darkness of Barovia, you see this beautiful field. There's flowers, there's a rolling meadow, but around the edge of your vision, is that kind of that Vaseline haze of your typical dream sequence as you stand there in a stupor. You're incapacitated, a speed of 0.
Oof.
When do I get to make that save again? Never.
At the end of your turn, if somebody damages you or someone uses an action to wake you up. All right, and then she is going to step back and away to go around this. Bella, why don't you show our new friend what you know? Yes, mother. Yes, mother. As
Is it me?
Bella,
Am I new friend?
No, Ficus,
good.
who is incapacitated and 0.
Oh.
She is going to step out from behind there, and she will cast Lightning Bolt.
Not this again.
Is Leaf in the initiative order?
Leaf
The
is
initiative
at
is
6.
Showing up funny. I'm in there at 6. I rolled a nat 1.
Oof.
Okay.
Plus 5. So
Yeah, we need that.
So she steps down right here, sends a lightning bolt between her and Soul, and goes 100 feet. So I guess she will walk down to here to cast it. Then we will draw ourselves a line.
no. Oh.
I have uncanny dodge.
I have uncanny dodge. No, that's a good line right there. So I need a dex save. Ficus, you fail because you're incapacitated. Soul, a dex save, and Uther, a dex save, as a bolt of lightning just goes arcing through.
I do get to roll this at advantage.
Natural 1.
Ficus has advantage as well.
Ficus,
Ficus
is
doesn't get to
incapacitated.
roll.
Oh.
Ficus
But
is incapacitated.
does evasion still take an opportunity here or no? Like, do I have this damage?
Do you have reactions? When you're
I got-
incapacitated, you do not have reactions, so
Okay.
no, you cannot.
that's
hey,
going
but the
to
hypnotic
be
pattern will go away.
Yes.
that's going to be dirty 20.
Dirty 20. So you pass, Soul fails, and Ficus fails. So it is 8d6. So there is 4, and there is 4.
Ouch.
So 32 lightning damage, half as much on a successful save. It just lightning goes flying through. Barbecue's Soul. Sparks are jumping off his metal body. Uther dives out of the way. Ficus, you're no longer incapacitated. Uther, it's your turn.
We have 4 d4s left. I highly encourage someone to use them.
Uther is going to get up. And he's not rushing to action. Instead, he's looking over to Bright, and he's kind of checking to see where he was singed. And he's looking to see if there's any markings on Bright.
You do not see any, no.
Her entire hand is like covered in ash, but that's it.
There is no indication that the two of you are bound in any way.
He's just going to look at Bright and say, "Let's keep it that way." And then I would like to rage.
Rage away.
And then, well, actually, no, he's not going to start off raging. He's going to move 40 feet, which is his speed. 5, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And that'll put her in range of a guiding bolt.
Okay.
He's going to shoot. 25 to hit with the guiding bolt.
25 will hit. She hisses, "Ah!"
And that's going to be 14 damage. And whoever attacks her next with melee is going to. Well, actually, hold on.
It's just
Can I
any
see the
attack.
range? Yeah, you're right. It's any attack, but it's 120 feet. So actually, I'm not gonna bother with the small fry. I can get her.
Okay.
So he's gonna hit her with it, and then I would like to rage. And while he's raging, he will say, I commit your soul to the void. I am going to send you to the Aether so that you will never see the hereafter.
Do you understand what you're even doing?
I know enough. And what I know for sure is that after today, you will experience nothing.
Her daughter over there is going to double check the range on her spell because 3 spellcasters is a pain in the butt to DM. Plenty of distance. So her daughter's going to step over here and say, "Mother him!" And she's going to reach out a claw, and this spectral claw is just going to materialize around Uther and start to squeeze. I need you to make a wisdom save, please, as she casts Hold Person.
Oh, this sucks.
16?
That's a good question. It sounds good. Where's it at? 15. Yes. So that passes.
In response, go ahead.
You feel the coldness of this hand start to grip you, and then it loosens and disperses around you.
He's just going to say in response, "They're on my side now, not yours. He doesn't want me held."
Leaf, you're up.
Your mom went well for a guy raging.
So, Leaf bounds forward to get a better view. There. And he holds his bow out to his side. Actually, he's not going to use it yet. What he does is he sort of he kind of says to himself, and I don't know, Uther probably wouldn't understand if he heard him. I don't know, because he's raging now. But he basically looks up and he says, "Well, let's see if this works." And these little tiny fairies start flittering around a Leaf. And I'm using my new feat, gives me the ability to once per day cast Bless. So everyone is now within 30 feet of Leaf, and so one little fairy pops up and it shoots off and like boops Ficus, and then another one shoots over and boops Solaire, and one whizzes around Uther's head and then kind of like holds its nose and then sinks into Uther. Another one goes over to Bright, and you all get booped by like these little fairy dusts. And
does it let you cast it second level? Because otherwise Bless only targets 3.
Oh, is it 3? Oh, then I'll pick. I'm sorry, thanks, I forgot.
Don't pick me. I'm not doing anything. I'm a utility.
Yeah.
The one sent to Uther holds its nose and runs away.
Yeah, no. So I would.
And I just smack mine at Uther.
I would, and that was only because of the darkness surrounding Uther.
Uther's gonna go full Ozzy and bite its head off.
Right, I know. That's what I'm thinking. No, so definitely we'll do Solaire, Uther, and Ficus.
Fellowship expands.
So you 3 are blessed.
And what does a bless spell do again for the audience?
Adds a
Add a
D4.
D4 to saving throws, rip,
And attack rolls.
attacks.
Our modest fellowship expands.
And thanks, that magic juice, for the
Magic!
Raining gift subs. Thanks, Magic.
Thanks, Matthew.
Nice.
Anything else, Leaf?
So that's an action. Bonus action. He just glares at. Oh wait, I don't know if I can see her from there.
It's only a 4-foot tall pillar. You can see her just over the top of it.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, so he glares at Granny Morga Grammy Morga and is going to use his bonus action to mark her as my Slayer's prey.
Okay.
And
She
that's
is
it.
thusly marked. Ficus, you're up. Charmed this dream that you had of the perfect golden flower field. You suddenly heard rain in the distance, a thunderstorm, and are just bolted back to reality by the lightning bolt.
All right. Thanks for that, lightning bolt. Ficus is going to see the now glowing grandma, and we're gonna go for a run. We're gonna go around the outside of this, so not to run past these two fine hags, but run right up on her, and she's going to go for a stab. Taking that first one with advantage, and I'm not rolling on the screen anymore because it's hurting my feelings.
Always roll real dice.
19 plus.
That'll hit.
Where did my sheet go? Okay. And then second stab. 18s. Two whole 18s.
That'll hit.
I'm also using the advantage. Or no, wait. I'm using the advantage. There we go. Never mind. Perfect. Okay, cool. Now I'm just gonna bippity boppity boop these. Ignore the dice rolls. I just want to grab the macros. So 18 on the first hit,
Okay.
and 5 on the second stab.
18
And then-
minus 5.
And I think that's it, because I don't think I can do the other thing again right now. Yep, that is it.
You start stabbing Grammy, and she. Oh, little one, you've learned quite a bit since you were here last.
Ooh, could I actually bonus action disengage and just step 1 square back?
Yes.
Because I think that's all I've got with movement.
God damn it.
Or wait, do you need me to stay here? I can stay here.
That's
You've already
okay. No,
stepped
you're
back.
good. You're
Right,
good.
go ahead.
Did you remember to add the D4 to your attacks?
I
Both
did
hit.
not. They
Oh,
both hit,
Okay,
regardless.
I'm sorry. I thought the second one missed. I'm sorry. Never mind.
I did it right this time.
All right. Bright, go ahead.
It's my turn. So I have a question about a magic item that I have.
Sure.
I have a wand of binding that I
Right.
can use 2 charges to cast hold person. May I
Correct.
use additional charges to cast it at a higher level?
Nope.
Bummer. Oh well. I will move 30 feet here and just kind of like put my hand on Uther's shoulder, not really to be like, here's a bonus or anything. It's just like, I'm here. And then like shuck the wand out of my sleeve and cast hold person at Granny, please. It is a wisdom saving throw.
Double checking something real quick. You begin to cast, and this magical chain extends out from the end of the wand. It goes flying toward Grammy Morga, and Ophalia goes, "Mother, no!" And she casts counterspell.
Mother, no.
And the spell fails.
Rude.
Anything else?
I cast counterspell now.
Counterspell your counterspell.
I loved all the sounds that were just made.
I have a question. Does that count as me casting a spell or me using a magic item? Because I have a bonus action spell that I could cast.
So using the magic item to cast a spell is casting a spell.
Okay, then never mind.
Because the magic item allows you to cast the spell, is how
Good
they're
deal.
all worded.
And just really quickly, we didn't get a short rest either, right?
That'd be correct. We're idiots.
Nope.
Just checking.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Soul.
That would
you're
make
up.
too much sense.
That sounds like too many brain cells for us to have.
Soul's gonna stagger back up. Yeah, that hurt. But he is still heading for the hag, so it's gonna move here, and he is going to take 2 swings at her with his warhammer.
All right.
All right. So where's my attacks? 18 to hit.
18 will hit.
Sweet. And let's throw the second one real quick. Oh, that right. 14?
14 will miss.
Roll a d4.
Roll a d4.
Yeah, I was gonna say at your D4 to see if that.
You're blessed.
You're blessed. Roll d4.
2.
16.
16 still misses.
Yep.
Gets
Yikes.
really close though.
Hey, that's on the first one. Second one's a 13. I mean,
That's
second.
not how that works. You only roll on the one you miss.
I wrote them in order. I wrote them in order.
No. So 12 damage from the hit. Is that what happened there?
Yeah.
That's not right. That just
and-
rolled a d12 and nothing else.
No, I rolled all 3. It should
One
be-
Oh yeah, I
two
see it. I
dice.
see it. I see it. I see
Yeah.
it.
So
Alright.
it's one-handed since I have a shield up, and let me see. I am
Alright.
actually going to expend a. Well, no, she's not undead, so it don't matter.
It
Is
works
she
against them.
undead?
Oh, are they?
They don't
I-
have. They don't have to be undead. It just does more damage if they are.
Depends on what
Oh.
you're using, but if it's a smite, it'll work.
It's a smite.
We might take a nap after this in a burned down windmill. Use it. Dump it. Go crazy.
Come on.
section. Of course, it's been so long since I used smite. What is it? 1d.
You burn a
1d8.
spell slot and you get 2d8 for the first one and an additional d8 for everyone after that.
At a max of 5d8.
I don't think you have 6th level spell or 5th level. I don't know what level you're at.
First
Oh,
level is
D8.
2d8.
That is an extra 10, so 22 to her face.
Yeah.
Alright.
And as he,
She's bloodied. Go ahead.
yeah, as he swings this, he's gonna just shout at her. This one's for Joey, and as he just swings straight at her.
Okay. The one blow, it lands, rings her bell. She's. I'm going to bake you all into pies. It's
Did I
her
eat one of
turn.
her pies?
No, I didn't
No.
let anyone eat anything.
Oh God.
You're welcome.
But you go to windmill and get hungry after seeing kids harassed.
All right. Grammy Morga is going to look right at you, Soul, and she's going to lift up one of her long fingernailed claws and just go, something less bothersome. And she is going to cast Polymorph.
Nice.
Oh.
So I need you to make. Sorry, I don't remember what any of these are, and because
It's
of
a
how Coven
Constitution
spells,
save.
It is Constitution. Yep. No, Polymorph
It's not?
is his save.
Really?
Yep.
That's weird.
So go ahead and
That's
give me a
so
Wisdom
weird.
save.
No! Oh no!
So as
Anything
happened?
else?
Oh no! Roll a d4. It probably won't matter because 14 is probably
Try
still
it.
too
nope,
low.
that's not enough for the Coven spells. That's not enough even with a full 4.
Anything.
As her claws twist, you feel your body change shape,
Ugh.
and you shrink down to become a house cat.
You can still claw her.
I'm so sorry.
AC.
So
Violent,
that
man.
is
Cats are
4th level.
vicious.
There we go.
Yeah, that's kind of really an insult to Leaf too. It's like, oh, you're harmless, miniature version of a party member.
He does
Well-
it with natural fangs. I mean, natural claws, does he?
Yeah.
Is it a
Oh.
metal cat?
It
It
appears to be metal. Yes.
Even if it's not, it's a metal cat.
Mother, well done, well done. Look at it. Shut up and kill them. Yes, mother. As Bella, man, all these spell slots are great.
Mm-hmm.
No! No! Stop it! This is not TPK time. Noir can't handle 2 in a night.
I swear to God.
They're close. They're causing problems. So Bella is going to look over at Ficus, and she's going to take her pinky and her pointer finger and put her claws into the corners of her eyes, and
I
then
throw
just
up in my mouth.
bite at you. I need you to make a wisdom save. She casts Eye Bite.
Okay, I'm gonna use Hex
real dice.
advantage.
Thank you.
Thank you, Heck.
Do I have any advantage?
17 plus 2, 19.
19 passes.
Thank you, Heck.
Let's
Oh
see.
God, thank you.
Oh,
No.
okay.
No.
I see how it
No.
works.
No.
Yeah, I see how that works.
No.
That's nice.
Nah.
No.
Say no.
Okay,
Nope.
got it. Her hand with her two claws stay embedded in the corners of her own eyes.
Ugh. I don't like that.
Uther, you're up.
All right, so let's move over here as planned. All right.
You see how many hit points
Oh.
the cat has?
Before, yeah, you already
He
know.
has 1 hit point.
It has 1 hit
But-
point.
Before he goes, he does take a look at Bright and go, "Who dies first?"
I point towards Grammy Morga.
If you wanted to, you could share a space with Soul right now. He is
Because he
tiny.
is a cat.
I mean, I
You
could.
could move like over to here too. You're fast.
Yeah, that is true. I'll move here.
Yeah,
And
you're flanking with a cat now.
Well,
Good
no.
job.
There's a reason that I needed to move here.
Oh, sorry.
So I am going to attack recklessly and frenzy berserk.
Yep.
Oh, you're gonna bring
and-
out the sword and scream everybody to death.
Well, that'll
No.
help the cat.
I am going to first attack the cat.
Oh no.
AC of 12.
Yeah, whatever. He's gonna take this damage.
10. So, Soul, this great. You only did 10. How'd you manage that?
Because I'm not trying to hurt the moron.
This blade cuts through you. Your 1 hit point from polymorph is used up. You take 9 damage, and you find yourself kind of squatting on the ground,
On
In
all
cat
fours.
position.
on all fours in cat position.
It's like
He's
Oof is
doing
just
yoga in the middle of a combat. What the
Oof is
heck?
just looking down like pathetic. And then he's gonna send his next 2 attacks at Grammy Morga. Okay, so that's the first one, and here's the second.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Both hit. Fish for the crit
Alright.
on the second one if you want.
Do it.
Nope. And then we're gonna go, and we need to add 3 to. Well, actually, no, we don't need to add 3.
You have your rage damage.
Because I'm gonna tell the thing to add my rage damage. I'm raging. All right, so here we go.
10, she's still up after the first one. 13, your sword cleaves through part of her shoulder and spins her around. She just glares at you. You think you understand?
I do need to add that other damage from
Go ahead.
telling her where she's going. So I
Yep.
believe that was, how much was that? That was 3.
It's 3 now. Yep.
Is it?
3D.
Is it adding your rage
10?
damage?
I thought it was. Look, is it not?
Could be.
I rolled 2d6 plus 5, so I rolled.
Did it not?
What's your strength?
7. My strength is plus 5.
Yeah, that's what it looks. That's what I thought.
Yep.
So
it
it's
did
not
yeah, it's-
adding rage damage.
It's not
All
adding
right.
rage.
Okay, so
Yep.
in that case, we're just gonna add an additional.
Isn't it 6?
It's 4d6.
Oh,
We're gonna add an additional 4 to the damage there.
Okay.
And then the 4d6 for.
Okay. Your sword begins to fall, and as it does, the blade turns inky black. And it doesn't so much cut her as it passes through her. Her eyes go wide. Her two daughters go, Mother! Mother! And as you pull the sword out, this black ink wraps itself around the blade, wraps around you, and begins to disperse upwards.
Another to the void.
Grammy Morga falls to her knees and very quickly begins to turn to dust.
One down.
Anything else?
I'm just going to look at the other 2 witches and point my blade at them and ask them, would you like to join your mother?
On Ophelia's turn, she looks, Mother! And she can't cast that anymore because she's not within 30 feet of her dead mom. Really cuts down my options.
Badooch.
By a lot. Okay. She is just gonna fly at you in a rage.
Adorable.
Did they just lose all their spell slots because their mom died?
They're not a
Yep.
coven anymore because
They're
there's
not a
only 2 of
coven
them.
anymore.
Oh man.
19 to
Teamwork
hit.
really does make the dream work there, Rob.
It hits.
12 slashing damage as her claws just rake across you.
To watch Charmed.
And then Leaf, it's your turn.
Alrighty. I will
Wow.
use a bonus action to shift my Slayer's Prey to the one that I can see.
Absolutely.
Well, the first one that I see, I should say. And I'll just make my regular attacks. I'm going to use regular dice.
Join us.
I am going to see how hard it is to hit them first. So I'll do regular attacks. That's not too good. Well, that's a 20. That's a
20 will hit.
dirty 20. So that's gonna be D8, D6. Oh my goodness, so low. 9 damage to start.
Okay.
I think. Let me
Second
double check.
attack?
It should, oops, sorry about that. Hit the mic. It should be 9. Yeah, 9 damage. Okay. Second attack is another dirty 20. So let's see if I can get better damage. I rolled 2 2s the first time, and now I rolled a 3 and a 1, so it's exactly the same damage. Ah.
9 more.
Night, man.
Anything else, Leaf?
That was action, bonus action. I think I'm just gonna like start circling around. So I'll
Sure.
move over to there. That's about
Ficus,
it.
go ahead.
All right. So, Ficus is going to run up on this one. This is the one that she hit with the radiant damage earlier, and double stab here.
All right, go ahead.
We're gonna try roll 20 again. 22 and 17.
Both hit.
Stab. So 5 plus 4 for 9 damage.
Okay.
And then she's gonna disengage,
Okay.
step to right here, and take the energy that they would have funneled into their sneak attack and throw it at this one.
All right. Sounds good.
So I'm gonna roll that.
I believe with that feature, you actually get to do your sneak attack on this one, and this one also takes half of that.
What?
You
It's
Cool.
okay. Let me pull it up.
We'll run it this way for now, and you can check the
okay?
turns.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. Because that's the way we've been doing
I
it.
just made a rogue that's that class, and it's sick.
It's make a ranged spell attack against a creature within 30 feet of you. Provided you haven't used your sneak attack this turn. So it does not count, because I hadn't used my sneak attack this turn.
Okay.
Pew. So nothing happens. Merp.
Okay.
I attempt to, but the 12 didn't hit.
My bad.
Okay, got it.
Unless 12 suddenly hits.
Can you
12
roll
Did
a
you use-
d4?
Did you use your D4?
Oh,
Won't be enough.
Okay.
Ah, poo.
even with the 4.
Even with the 4.
Nah.
16 misses. Bright, you're up.
Oh, great. Cool. Well, I'm going to not move all the way, but I am going to move slightly better view. Let's put us here. And I will cast Dissonant Whispers at whichever one looks more hurt.
The one a little bit further away, but not by a huge amount.
All right. Yeah, range is 60 feet, so it's not anything to be worried about. So that is a wisdom saving throw, please.
Wisdom saving throw is coming. Oh, I guess they don't have that. She rolled a natural 1.
Woohoo! Enjoyable. I rolled dice and immediately forgot all totals, so I'm gonna actually get the right number of dice.
And Core Dog, I just want to check, was this the ability? Because that's what I was thinking of.
Is it in chat?
Mm-hmm. It's in the Roll20.
Oh, no, mine's different.
Okay, never mind. Sorry.
No worries.
13 points of psychic damage as I just kind of like whisper into my ashy hand.
She has advantage on all spell saves.
I mean,
And rolled terrible anyway. Cool. All right. So, yeah, she goes running. Ficus, you can make a opportunity attack if you would like.
Yes. Which one is going running?
the one further away.
The one further away.
Okay.
And what was the total again? 18?
I shit you not. It is a natural 20 on my amazing Black Lives Matters dice. This feels very exciting.
There we go.
Oh my god. I've never rolled a 20 on this one, you guys. I've rolled so many twos.
So proud of you.
I'm so
There we
excited.
go.
I'm so
Okay.
proud of you.
Okay. Everything's fine. Everything's
Roll your damage.
fine. Okay.
Then double it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a lot, guys. It's a dagger. We're not
It is a dagger.
doing the most of here.
Since you didn't use your sneak attack, technically you can sneak attack on this attack, can't you?
Hey. I don't think so. I think
Sneak
it has to be
attack
part
is
of an
limited to
action.
your
It has-
attack action.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Yeah.
once per round. Okay, never mind.
I think it's once per round, but I also don't have advantage on this. And she's the one that's further away, so it
Yeah.
wouldn't have.
Gotcha.
So 5 times 2 plus 4.
Plus 4.
14.
14.
You
Yeet.
slash at her as she goes running for no reason. She just up and goes "Ah!" and takes off running.
Come back.
Soul, go ahead.
All right. So with a mighty, Soul is going to jump on, initiate grapple on the face of the remaining one.
All right, athletics against athletics.
Let's look at my bonus athletics, or am I just rolling a 20?
What do you get in the bonus from?
Like, do I get my bonus as a
You think you,
You're not a cat anymore.
No.
Oh, I'm not? Oh, okay.
No, you got
uh-uh.
hit.
You got hit. You lost your catness to a giant sword.
Oh, okay.
you're
Well, in
welcome.
that
I
case,
stabbed you.
Never mind. I thought I was still a cat, man.
No, sorry, you missed that. You got slashed with a sword that ate up your hit points. That's where you took 9 damage.
I was 10, but yeah.
Okay,
Let's see. So yeah, just Warhammer straight to her face twice. Let's go with that.
sounds good.
It was 9 points of damage
was
because 1 was the
9.
cat's hit point.
One hit point went to the cat. Then you turned back into yourself and took 9.
Oh,
I enjoyed it thoroughly.
that was a 19 to hit
19 will hit.
and a 23.
Both hit.
All right, finally. Goodness. And with each one of those, he just looks at her. He is clearly upset. And each one, the first one comes down, he just yells, "This is for Sebastian. And this one is for Arabelle.
Arabelle.
Yep. He's bad at pronouncing names. Leave him alone.
Arendelle. Yep.
He is in the moment.
Whole nation of Frozen.
Your the hammers fall. Ah!
It's a total of 20.
Yep, got it.
Okay.
Anything else?
No. Oh, no, I have no bonus. Do I have any bonus spell? Nope, I got it. I'm just gonna sit there and that'll be the end of my turn.
All right. Bella is going to shake off whatever it is that made her go running across. Sleep. And she is going to cast Sleep. Right in the middle of Uther, Ficus, and her sister.
Oof. Watch
And
her
I hope it
sister
takes
goes
out
to
her
sleep.
scissor.
27. Soul, how many hit points do you have left?
9.
Can
Uther,
Soul
how
be
many hit
magically
points do you
put to
have left?
sleep?
Soul can't do
46.
Oh yeah, I'm using the sleep.
How did you get up to 46?
hit
4D, 8 healing. And yeah,
44
44
healing.
44 healing. Yeah. But yeah, I'm pretty
You're
alright.
at 11.
He also got slapped by a leaf earlier too
Yeah.
with some hit points.
That's right. All right,
Mhm.
got it.
We
Ficus,
take
how
care
many
of
hit
each other.
points?
I have 20.
20?
How many does the witch have?
So let me check real quick. I think that
Can
Soul
Soul
can
put to sleep?
Put
to
her
sleep.
sister to sleep. Put
Put
her
her
sister to
sister to
sleep.
Oh no,
sleep.
she can't. I'm not. That's not gonna happen.
Rude. Why would you deny our dreams like that?
Come on.
Warforged. I gotta. I don't think you.
I think it is.
Have-
It is.
I'm
yeah,
looking.
it is. I'm immune to disease. You don't need sleep, and magic can't put you to sleep.
Okay, so it ignores you. It ignores them, and Ficus goes to sleep.
Hate
Oh, not
this
again!
place. I hate this place so much.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Honestly, I thought Uther had many fewer hit points than that. I was hoping to put a couple people to sleep.
Nope.
Uther,
why
go
does
ahead.
everything have to target Vicus?
I am.
I thought Ficus was the
should've-
safest of the three.
If
I
I
am
was
a-
any other race, I'd be asleep right now.
Blasted me with a
Better
lightning
than-
bolt I couldn't dodge.
I am attacking recklessly.
Yep.
Yep.
17
All you have
hits.
to do is take a step sideways.
Okay.
And you don't need to attack.
11 is gonna miss.
Oh no, that was the advantage from attacking recklessly.
Oh yeah, sorry.
So, then did it add the +2? It did not. So 14 on
14.
the witch.
Okay.
She's still up. Okie dokie.
Oh, she's still up. She is not quite bloodied.
okay. 20.
20 will hit. Fish for the crit if you want.
I already rolled two of them. So that's 16.
Oh,
on
it was
her?
another 12.
Yeah.
Yep, 16. She is bloodied now.
And then the third attack. 23.
At least hits.
All right. And that's going to be 19. And he's just going to put the blade in slowly and just whisper, "And this one's for me." And that's it.
Okay.
Everyone's you.
Ophalia is kind of reeling at this point. She just got slashed and hacked at you in 100 different ways. Way more damage than she expected. She's going to look over to her sister and say, "Sister dear, sorry." And she is going to cast Plane Shift.
No. I
This-
counterspell.
Hmm.
God, that's so powerful. She just disappears.
Wow.
Ugh.
Uh-oh.
Well, that stinks.
This is
Willie.
why.
Okay, never
this
mind.
is
I
why-
thought you had to save or you were gonna go with her.
Oh,
She
that'd be
blinks.
so cool.
That would have been.
No, that says Willie. I was picking planes. The other one yells, Ophelia! Ophelia! Leaf, you're up.
Wait, how did they have such powerful spell slots and they lost their coven?
That is something that this type of hag can do naturally.
like- It's bonus things because there's 3 of them, but they're still cool on their own.
So Leaf runs straight at the third hag. Probably, well, maybe didn't even realize that one disappeared because he was on the other side of that column. But then he's going to. I'm going to try to do sharpshooter this time at this one. Bonus action to make them my Slayer's prey.
Yep.
That should do. That is 17 to hit. Yeah. No,
17's exactly enough.
19 to hit. Sorry. Yeah.
19 hits too.
Okay. So all right. Cool. So here we go. Come on, damage. Hey, that's much better. Well, not much, but better. 22 damage on the first hit.
Okay. She is not looking good.
Second hit is a higher roll on the die, so that'll also hit.
Yep.
Oh. Ah, I rolled 2 1s on my damage dice. So minimum damage is 17.
Okay, again, stop crying about doing
She's
over 15 points of damage in one hit.
But
the arrows of light go piercing through her. She starts reeling and stumbling. She's not falling completely. She's like, Ophelia, mother. Ficus, you're up.
They're not here.
I'm asleep.
Yeah, Fikes is not up.
Ficus is
She's
asleep.
Out.
Sorry. Bright.
Cool. All right. It's, well.
Corn
let me
dog,
check-
I swear I thought that Uther had less hit points than you, and I thought that.
Oh, it's fine. You're just
It's all
validating
good.
everything
Sleep.
we said off
It's
camera last
true.
stream about how Ficus is just feeling like a worthless piece of shit.
Yeah,
It's fine.
it's fine.
It's fine. She doesn't want to quit any more now than she did 2
This
hours
is
ago.
Fine.
You got a whole set of chainmail and a magic item.
Yeah, and she's ready to just walk off with it. Bye.
Go ahead.
Yep.
Sorry, I derailed that.
Guess what? She is just in range for another Dissonant Whispers. So
Okay.
if she could please make Wisdom save. That's what it is.
16.
I lost my dice. Let me check what my DC is. My DC is 16.
Okay, she's fine.
No, she's not. She takes half damage.
Okay, roll low.
Hang on. Hang on. I just found glitter under my desk, so that's cool.
Hey.
What up? I was supposed to roll what?
Whatever your dissonant whispers is.
Yeah, but did you say
3d6.
roll low? Cause I didn't. I rolled total of 12.
So you rolled 12, so she takes 6.
Yep.
She is still up but reeling.
How dare. I would like it to be known that Bright, the rest can't hear, but she has whispered into her ashy palm. They're not here. You're going to join them in death. Very much similar to what Uther has been promising.
Cool.
Uh-huh.
Soul, you're up.
Yep.
All right, Soul. Rob.
Rap.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
I couldn't
Right.
tell if he was frozen or not.
It totally
No,
looked
no, it's
like
fine. Can I make? Is that? Hold on.
Here, fam, I got you.
Yeah, you're faster than me because I still gotta use. Yep, that's not even in distance. All right, I still got a spell slot left. So let's go here, 30 feet.
All right, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good. I got it. About there. Let's see. I still got my spell list because apparently I don't use my spells to heal, even though I'm a paladin.
I got spells to heal. You do you.
Yep. Thank you. Let's try command one more time to have her sleep. Because apparently that's the most popular spell today.
Yeah, that's the thing to do.
Okay, so that-
Wisdom 16.
All the cool kids are doing it.
15. She fails.
Boom. Night.
Okay. Now, because command is specifically just the single action on her turn, she just,
Wakes back up. Yep.
what are you?
Yeah, last time.
She starts to lay down. As soon as she gets on the ground, she opens her eyes. What? Uther, you're up.
Uther is going to use his action to push Fig awake.
Okay. You want to move?
And he's kind of kneeling down, looking over, and goes, "You want to finish this?"
And then he chucks her at her. What?
Yeet.
No, he's serious. He's just like, "Do you want to finish this?"
You could probably handle it.
And he puts Grief on the ground next to Fig and goes, "She's not worth my time." And I'm going to use my bonus action to start digging through the loot of the Ma Witch that I killed.
Okay. Leaf, you're up.
I do the same thing. I'm gonna move a little closer to her and then take another shot. Did she move away at all or no?
Not
She moved to the
no, she
ground.
didn't.
She's
She moved to the
prone.
ground. She's prone.
Oh, that's right. Oh, crud.
Oh, that's
Don't-
gonna give you disadvantage on the shot.
Don't use your sharpshooter. Do not.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is
no,
hit her.
That's for sure. I won't. Here we go.
All you gotta
Alright.
do is hit her. Thanks.
First shot. 14 or a natural 1. So that's a miss.
Miss.
Second shot. 15 or a 12. Hey, 12 will do. That's 23 to hit.
23 will hit. She only has 2 hit points left, so
Oh, dang! I was trying to corrupt Fig.
Sorry.
Join our
Kill her
side.
out of
Join our
vengeance.
side.
The hunter was hunting, so that wasn't gonna happen. All right, so she took. Yeah.
one of the arrow hits her as she's on the ground, pins her to the ground. She's and dies. That is
Where's
the clearing of the Huntress's shrine. Oh yeah, that's
Where's the third?
She's on another plane.
Just disappeared.
What?
Ficus is just gonna walk up to the shrine and just grabbing the leather armor that she was previously wearing, she's gonna use that to start pushing the stuff out of the bowl.
Yeah, I got prestidigitation to start cleaning everything up.
What do I find on the witch lady?
you find a hag's hearthstone.
Oh no.
That is the only thing of value she has.
Is that also true of the one at over by Leaf and Solaire?
Yes.
All right. Soul is so hurt. He is simply going to find a safe place by a tree and just sit down and rest. I don't care what y'all do. I'm taking a long rest right here.
Great can help if you ask.
Yeah.
Uther's just gonna look at Soul and go, "You sure you don't need a litter box?"
You are terrible.
That one was pretty good. But you know what? Soul's in a good mood. He's like, we have cleansed this place of one of the most terrible evils possible. One that would happily go against children. Your jokes, they do nothing for me right now. They do. So's in a great mood. Let's put it like that. He'll spend his last spell slots just to heal himself.
Okay, correction.
Mhm.
So the hag that Leaf is looking at, you find not only her heartstone but also a bag that feels cold to the touch.
Did a hag eye?
You don't know too much about hags offhand, but there is something unusual about this. As the bag sits there, you can see it's just very subtly moving, as though there's something inside, but it doesn't feel heavy.
It's either an eyeball or a bag of tricks, and I want it.
Your
Maybe it's your trap.
familiarity with living things, you can tell that it is stitched of uncured flesh of some kind. Yeah, so those are the things that you find, and that Jenny runs up and next to all of you goes, soon my sister can be whole again. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you all.
What do we have to do to make it work?
You all begin cleaning away the oil and the black sparkling slickness that's there. Ficus has emptied out the small bowl. It was full and has made it clean. And it was already late. It was already about 10 o'clock at night. And another, just like before, takes about 4 hours to clean it thoroughly. Every once in a while, a zombie will come by, but at about 2 a.m, the shrine itself is purified again, and Shell, clutching her Nephesh, hesitantly and slowly walks toward the center and places a hand on top of the shrine and places her Nephesh in the bowl underneath. And she turns to Ficus and reaches out a hand.
Grab it.
Jenny will come next to you and speak on behalf of her sister. This is no small thing. This is no slight gift. This is not without responsibility. But she is asking you.
Asking me what?
These vessels wear out. Hers has been drained and beaten and torn to pieces. She can be made whole, but not in that vessel. She requires a new form.
Why would you want me? Leaf is the hunter of the group.
You are the one that pulled the Nephesh from the tree. You are the one that called for aid to pull her down. You are the one who she chose.
I don't know if that's a good idea. Everyone else here is better than me. Like, if she's gonna live in someone, it probably...
She
It shouldn't be
wants you
me.
because you're worthy. Ficus fig of the forest.
I don't feel worthy.
But too bad you're not the only one that gets to decide that. Sounds like she's decided for you.
Luther's gonna kind of step up and look at Fig. If it's what you want, do it. If it's not what you want, then walk away.
Ficus will just kind of look at the group and just kind of like take in everyone that she's been traveling with over the past week. If I'm being completely honest, the only one of you I like is Leaf. Soul's okay,
Kind of.
but I also don't know how to feel about a robot. Bright, I'm very scared of you right now. And you're kind of mean. And Uther, you're an ass. You pushed me down the stairs here the first time we came here, and I don't really like you, and I think you're a bully, and I think you're making bad choices. And I'm sick of us having to follow your choices just because you make them first. And then she'll just kind of squeeze the hand of the Huntress and just be like, this is a really bad choice too. I'm not a hunter. I'm just someone who likes to run in the forest.
That's all a hunter
But-
is, really.
Shh, this isn't about you right now.
Even I'll whack you for that. Like, she's venting.
I'm not a hunter. I'm not a champion even. I'm scared of fucking this up for all of Barovia. And that everyone's gonna be stuck here because they had to depend on someone like me. But if they could depend on someone like us, maybe it'd be a little bit better. And Ficus will just like walk up, like waddle her way up towards the shrine and just kind of like wait for something to happen.
Ginny will look at you having watched, trying to follow as you looked from each of them, trying to read your lips the whole time. And her sister Shell will fill her in on some of the other bits that she missed. And
Sorry for my profanity. I will literally apologize that she has to sign that.
Ginny will come and stand next to you and put a hand on your shoulder and say, you feel the weight of compassion and responsibility. That is why it cannot be him, pointing toward Uther. That is why her confusion clouds her, pointing to Bright. It could be either of them, pointing to Soul and Leaf. But Shell chose you. You share that curiosity with her. You share that vigor for life. You share, most importantly, her joy. And the clouds above the shrine will part with a beam of sun. And that is where we'll end for the evening.
No, the sunlight.
Damn, this turned into a Uther roast session real quick.
Oh, Ficus has a plenty more to roast for Uther.
I have a question above table. Is Baby Soul still? Does he still have a wolf head?
Yes.
Oh, he's probably got a wolf head in a pile in a bag somewhere.
I checked, he does still have hit points. So he's just a little mangled, but he's still a little armor boy with a wolf head.
Okay. And then what about Solaire? Didn't he wear a wolf face at some point or something?
I have wolf-shaped armor.
Yep.
Yeah, from the death house.
Not found anything nice here. More
Yeah. So Leaf would like at some point want to ask, and we could do it next session.
Don't you dare take Baby Soul's head for this. No.
We'll discuss all those details.
We'll
Along
discuss
the way.
aesthetics off stream.
As far as us, we're going to stick around just for a little bit. We went a little bit long, so not for a super long time. But thank you for hanging out. We will not be back in 2 weeks. We won't be back for a month.
Ooh.
It
It's gonna be
feels
rough
so-
after this.
Being every 2 weeks is so rough when you know you're going to miss a session. So it's my anniversary, my 14th. So I will not be streaming that night. But do join us for that. As for the next few minutes, if you have any comments, questions, concerns, conundrums, or qualms, feel free to float them. A couple bookkeeping things. Noir, yes, that was significant enough, so increase that again. And I don't want to hear roast session when you know exactly what the hell you're doing.
You know what you do.
I don't know what you're talking about. He's a good guy.
Man, Fig has a conversation to have with Soul so bad because of all that shit that they watched when he was just like we saw all the shadows and spooky times.
Oh yeah, that's right. You guys did see that for the first time now.
Yeah.
Yes, everyone
We were
witnessed
right
what just
there.
happened. The
Yeah, you
speech was
saw me
loud.
You saw me kill a witch. What the is the problem?
That's
The
definitely the first
shadows,
time it
the
died that
creepy
way.
voice, the dust.
I thought he was straight edge.
The I just finished sigh as black smoke swirled around you and went up into the sky.
I just love killing.
And you think that makes you a good guy?
Yeah, I'm killing all the right people.
And then Corndog will touch base between now and the next time we play, so that you can get some details. That's that was me. So
I would like to
any
feel
point
like
plans to
out
float?
that
Yes.
like literally 10 sessions ago when we were getting this like prophecy about there's 3 women, I was like, it's gonna be Ficus, Bright, and Irina. So I was 1/3 correct.
Well, Bright's path has taken a circuitous route since
Dark
that prophecy
turn
was
is what
given.
you're trying to say. Dark turn.
Hashtag Dark Bright.
I don't know about y'all, but I feel like this was quite the milestone.
So
You literally
nothing
just got one.
new was acquired.
Thank you.
No, we got one. We
Thank
got
you.
one Fane. The
You-
Fane came.
The
It hasn't
fame-
happened yet.
The fame came to you.
We're in the
Oh.
process of it happening, so it actually hasn't happened, and I knew this was gonna happen. Oh, I could rip my chair in half.
Please don't. You need
So
that
no,
chair.
you do not get to level up. There's only 2 levels up left, and
Don't we
only
get
a
our witch
handful of
rocks?
sessions.
Those aren't important enough.
You
Our
what?
head rocks.
We got
What
witch
was
rocks.
the hand in the box?
No, so you got the rock. Oh, the hands in the box. They're just
Yeah.
there for flavor.
Oh.
No,
Last
the,
session, y'all.
Whatever we got from the hags is what I meant.
Oh.
Oh, a heartstone.
Heartstones.
Yes.
Those just cure diseases.
Yeah, they cure diseases. And
That's useless.
My
Leaf, you got a soul bag also.
I don't know what that does. I can't wait to find out.
it's so
Sounds like
good.
more Uther's bag.
No,
It
it's
is a
not
bag
good.
Uther might want.
My
Yeah, what about hooking Uther up? What's up?
my home game killed a head coven and immediately decided to take their place, so I know way too much about head covens.
You know,
They were like, "There's 3 of us. We're just gonna become this." And I was like,
Mm.
"Okay, gotta learn."
I knew the second time around, even with all of you hurt, having not taken a rest,
Mhm.
that was going to be real rough on these hags.
Yeah,
I almost died.
we leveled up.
Wait, are we 8 or 9?
We're 8.
Okay, then 8. All right.
Yep. Okay, yeah, Sir Heck pointed something out in terms of decompress. Want to say really appreciate the checking in on Corndog's part, clarifying that it was Ficus that was yelling and not her. That's something that's kind of
Oh,
come
yeah.
up a lot because I felt really bad about that sleep spell. I did not know I completely forgot that Soul couldn't go to sleep,
We
and
brought that up
I
last
could have
week.
swore Uther had like 14 hit points left for
They
some
keep
reason.
trying to get me, baby, but your boy's too slick.
Oh, I could have swore he only had like 14 left. And when I saw the 27, I'm like, I'm gonna put them both to sleep. This is gonna be great.
That is
Baby.
literally my class feature. Maybe my racial feature.
Well, but I didn't know. So you don't sleep, but that doesn't necessarily mean magic doesn't.
Yeah, I am immune to sleep magic.
Yeah.
Baby, I'm like
This is
Vaseline on
admiration
ice.
for-
I'm slick.
I don't breathe. I don't eat. I don't sleep. Period.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just hate how mean the dice are to Ficus, because everything always works out perfectly to make her feel terrible. And I hate that for her.
I was trying to turn her to the dark side
you were.
so bad. I'm like, kill her, Fig.
I took lightning to the face.
Slit her throat, Fig.
Fig was too sad to be turned to the dark side. I was mad,
Fig,
which
don't
means I
you
could
wanna?
be. But she was too sad.
If this part here at the end of the session wouldn't have happened, Fig would have left tonight.
Yeah.
While everyone was sleeping, Fig would have just walked off. There was no way Ficus was staying around after like going to sleep again and stuff like that. Like they have felt worthless. Like between losing that doll in the pond today too, and you guys just completely letting her sleep and stuff like that, she was just like, I don't fucking like these guys.
Uther
Don't
woke
like
you up
Bright.
this time.
I don't like Uther.
Right,
And
woke you up?
I made sure Bright woke you up last time.
You
Ficus
did
doesn't
not.
know that. She was
I
asleep.
did. I picked you up and threw you right in front of Ficus last fight in the safety of the skull thing.
Uh-huh.
And then
I
attacked
don't think
the
you even
tree.
knew Ficus was in there.
Yeah,
But
it is.
anyways.
So-
All
There
I
is-
know is that one of my party members was polymorphed and I fixed them. And then one of my party members went to sleep and I fixed them. But nobody wants to say thank you to old Uther.
Nope. Sore. Why didn't you just punch me?
Because it was fun cutting your cat head off.
Because he is on the dark side.
I'm not
a little
on the
bit.
dark side. What makes you think I'm on the dark side?
Ficus watched you chop his head off.
Yeah.
Ficus is like, this
You
guy
just did that.
sucks.
You just did that to your friend.
Ficus is terrified of you on multiple levels, but she thinks that like Uther is just an asshole.
And
Like
you
she
keep
is
cursing
just
people
so.
before you kill them.
And you
That's
gleefully attack the cat.
Kinda
Fuck
dark.
shit to they phones.
You gleefully attack the cat.
Yeah.
I needed my robot paladin back, so off with the cat's head. I don't understand. I can't win with you people. I
I'm just
cut
walking
your
through
cat head
a-
off. I'm a bad guy.
You
I
don't need to win with us. You've got the dice.
Yeah.
You don't
that's
need
true.
us to like you. The
You're winning
dice like
the
you.
here.
I can't relate to that. But when you
You're-
guys like,
You're
And
gonna have
also-
Barovia at the end of this, so you can sit down for right now.
No, I wanna defeat Strahd just like everybody else.
I
does.
know, because you want Barovia.
I want to
not
be
because you're
Strahd. You
good
don't want to
guy.
defeat. You want to become. Or at least
Look.
that's what Ficus is thinking is happening.
Oh yeah, that's
All I
absolutely
want
what.
is a better
Right.
Barovia for my son.
All I'm saying is
Join the PTA, okay? Just
Out of
stop.
The Barovian
Anything you
PTA.
do, I can do better because that's you and Strahd's relationship right now.
My
I hope I
relationship
didn't
with
offend
Strahd.
anyone with my ridiculous description of the bless spell that was intended
The
to
little-
be just
The little
perfect.
pixies.
silly.
What you mean by
The good
roasted
pixies?
Uther some more? Yeah, sure. Nah, I
You
wasn't
know,
offended at all.
I imagine fairies as being these like bright, sparkly, happy creatures, and here's Uther just radiating like violence, rage, anger, darkness. So
Yeah.
that was,
He's just a barbarian.
of course. I mean, Gregory.
This
loves
is
it,
this is
so
the
I'm
part of
here
the
for it.
decompression session where we're going to talk about the term gaslighting
Yeah.
and what it means to say I'm just being the good guy while continuing to show that's not the case.
There's not one thing Uther did in this episode that was bad.
You cut a cat's head off.
To save my party member.
Black smoke
Would you
swirling
kill
in the
a cat
air.
to save a friend?
Getting
Sending
nods
someone
from
to
the
the abyss.
GM. Getting nods from the GM that your dice total goes up for how many things you can roll. That's indicating that you're making some sketchy deals here.
I don't know what you're
Just
talking about.
say,
Everybody's got weird special abilities. You don't see me coming
That's
that chill
weird.
about it.
Yeah.
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 Fig doesn't breathe anymore. Nobody's thinking out about that.
Look,
All right,
I-
anybody notice the fact that Fig doesn't need to eat a sandwich anymore? That's weird.
I already noticed that last session.
In the last
actually, and asked
24
about it,
hours,
so
Leaf
this
hasn't
is
noticed
awesome.
that. It's only been a day.
Just saying.
I would like
in
to
that time,
touch back Oh,
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, I'd like
No,
to
go
touch
ahead.
back on like what Heck was talking about though.
Yeah.
About like
Yeah.
I think we're at a point where like this party just like as a whole is not gonna mesh. Like there's 5 individuals who all think of like Ficus is like I feel like I can trust Leaf. I still don't know how I feel about Soul, but like at least I have someone to talk to at night, so that's nice. They don't trust Bright. They think Bright's like on this weird path now, and Bright was like, I can get you out of here. And Ficus is like, what are we doing here then? Like what is happening? So ever since that conversation, Ficus has been like, why are we doing this then? If Bright can let us leave. But Uther, like ever since the first time they came to the windmill, like being back here is a big like PTSD trip for her. She's just like, this place sucks. But when they were all having that conversation, I think even like worse and like what really like solidified her wanting to go home wasn't even falling asleep here tonight. It was everyone decided to go to this place and always talked over her when she was trying to be like, I don't think this is a good idea, guys. Hear me out. And it was like, we don't care. We're doing this. We're running over. Like, my idea did not matter. It was, we're going to this place and we don't even know the consequences of it. And Ficus is just like, the next step, like this part right now that's happening that we're going to return to in a month is what she's most anxious about and thinks is the worst idea. Because in my mind, I'm seeing, you know, the beautiful spotlight that just shoots up into the sky. And like, say Strahd is sitting out on his porch drinking a glass of wine, like, we're at the closest possible place to him. The first thing he's going to do is see us. This is stupid. And Ficus is so concerned in the fact that everyone just shit on it. She was just like, I'm done. I'm going to do it. Like, if the hags hadn't have been there, she might have even left before. Like, she would have helped clean the shrine probably, but she was done. Like, she was just, the second Leaf tied that knot, that was like her not tying, like, I'm done. I don't want to be a part of this party anymore. I don't give a shit what's happening in Barovia. I'll go hang out with the Wizard of Wands and just turn up for a while in hell until it's over.
I think that we've all gotten to the point where it's just like, fuck Barovia, but it's manifesting in different ways. With the part of the party like making the decision without you, I was here for that. But I do like to imagine, because this is where Uther's default is. He's given up on planning. He just lets y'all plan and just, okay, if that's what y'all gonna do. And then once we get there, he does what he is going to do. So if
you didn't even hear, but that's what Leaf said. It was like, all right, I'm doing what Uther would do. I'm just taking a thing out and tying a knot. And it's like, okay. Like, that's what you do.
I love that his influence is starting to corrupt people.
Well,
no, look,
that was Gregory being
Yeah.
silly. That wasn't really Leaf doing the thing. It was, but I want to apologize though, Corndog, because Gregory, didn't realize we were doing that. Like, I didn't realize that Ficus had like, I mean, obviously you voiced that you know, hey, I think this is a bad idea. But it certainly wasn't that clear to me in the moment that it was like affecting Ficus that much. So I apologize for not.
Yeah, I think it hit
that.
both of us quite a bit too, because she was feeling it in the session previous, where it felt like everyone was making plans and everyone was deciding what to do and stuff like that. And she was just like, I guess I'll just do something. Maybe, I guess someone will tell me what to do. But that's not who she is. Like, she's very independent and has always just made choices for herself. So to be held to the choices of other people when she doesn't agree, like, she still thinks that this is the stupidest thing. And it was hard because I was also feeling that way. And we're on stream playing for an audience, and it's like, how much do I interject and be like, stop talking over me, guys, before like it was something that Ficus and I both felt, I think, in a way, because it was just like, these are people who are going to make decisions for you and you don't get a say in the matter. And like, when Leaf tied the cord, I was just like, okay. It was just kind of like, I was grateful that we had a time to break, because I was able to like sit there and think like, this is a game, Courtney. Stop getting so caught up in it. But like, when Ficus was yelling, like I felt like I had to come above water and be like, this is Ficus yelling, this isn't me. Because I was getting nervous because I was feeling what she was feeling. And it was just like very intense for like 15 minutes there where we were just like kind of chewing each other out on stream. And I was just like, sucks. This sucks. I don't like this. But that's also Barovia. Like, this is a land of shitty. Feel like shit. Hope for the best, but you're gonna feel like shit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I just it's very funny seeing the same fatigue that Uther was feeling about certain things being felt by another character. Like that's that's kind of what brought him to this point. It was the desperation of trying to save his kid, and then everything kind of going left that has brought him to this point where it's just like, then fuck it then. Just fuck it completely. And that's where he was. I mean, that's where we are with him as a character now.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I definitely can see that too.
There's something very interesting. Oh, go ahead, Bright.
I was just gonna say that's kind of where Bright has gotten to, because like Bright was like, we need to plan. Can we just try planning one time? And we did, and it went disastrously. And so at this point, like, I remember Ficus just being like, we're just gonna all argue. And I was like, then fine, we're done arguing. This is what we're doing. Because like, fine, let's not plan anymore. I'm just gonna say a thing and you're either gonna say no or you're gonna say yes. That's it. Fine. Like, and Niffer was also getting in with Bright of being frustrated at that point too. Like when Corndog, you were like, Ficus is yelling, not me. I'm like, whew, I don't know if I'm yelling or if Bright's yelling, because I am just so upset by this story right now. Like I said it before stream, I don't like anything about this game except the people right now.
I love how the anger's manifesting in everybody though. This is fantastic.
I do not like feeling this way.
One of the things that I always wanted for this Barovia was to show the hopelessness of Barovia, which is why the people of Barovia all don't. That's why Uther hates the people of Barovia. They don't do anything. Well, they lost hope a long time ago, and this is how it's manifesting for them. And then with each party member, that hope is just like disintegrating in different ways. And it's funny because even like with Soul 10 sessions ago, 12 sessions ago, kind of showed a little bit more hopelessness than in kind of the oh crap way, as he's like burying a priest and some things like that took place. So it's interesting to me seeing how the characters are falling apart and what is actually tearing up the characters. I want to say that amuses me because that sounds sadistic, but from the storytelling standpoint, it does amuse me to see what, I mean, it's the thing we joke about all the time. These people have been in Barovia for a week. I mean, so it's 2 a.m. on the 14th of Eliant, and our very first session was, I think, the 5th. The 5th of Eliant. Double check. Yep, it was the 5th of Eliant. So it has been 9 days in Barovia, and that is what everyone has come to in 9 days. And it's just, for me, it makes me giggle because I'm like, Barovia is tearing this party apart. Strahd is winning with only showing up every once in a while in a way that I don't think, I find Strahd's horror to be more in the realm of the psychological like this rather than anything else. But I didn't want him to be forcing himself on anything. This Strahd he shows up, but he doesn't really do anything when he shows up. He taunts you a couple times. But just that and what's been going on has just splintered each of these characters in a different way.
I feel so disappointed in myself for falling for that.
I think another thing that contributes to that is the fact that this is a bi-weekly game. Like, we're talking about only having been in Barovia for 9 days, but we've been playing for like a year.
Yep.
So that time dilation is just And I think that's also fucking with the characters quite a bit. And the reason that I'm amused by seeing how everybody is breaking is, especially in Uther's case, Uther doesn't consider himself to have fallen or to have been broken. He's just like, if this place is all darkness, then I'm gonna master the darkness. Like it's just watching how people try and find strength when the light is gone. And I'm amused by that greatly. And I think he's finding a measure of success there. So yay.
So we'll see you in another year with a full set of characters going in to kill Uther.
How do you talking about?
That's actually what Saturday mornings turns into.
Yeah, it is.
Strahd's been replaced.
Yeah.
Uther
Strahd's
is what's
replaced.
left.
Yep.
Have you
That's why it's called Dark Echoes.
Yeah, exactly.
This is well planned.
We planned this. This whole thing is scripted, didn't you know?
I'm telling y'all, once
Crossover
Uther
episode.
once Uther takes his seat as the leader of Barovia, things are gonna change for the better.
See, that's honestly something that kind of concerns me, because like Leaf definitely wouldn't stand for that either. That's
Yeah, if Ficus is going to put anyone in power here, it's going to be Soul.
Ooh, Robot Strahd.
How
that's
about
interesting.
Mecha Strahd! This is where it comes from!
That's unfortunate.
I mean, in her mind, Soul is the embodiment of light, and this place has been dark
It's true.
for so long, and she knows that Leaf wouldn't want to stay here.
Right?
She knows that Uther is a terrible choice.
That's actually interesting, because
Right, what support Soul?
he hasn't really claimed anywhere that he's quote guarding, so he very well might be willing to stay here, but he certainly wouldn't want to be in a position of power. It would just be like he's kind of taken on the role of protector of the forest or the the land or whatever, but in a very much back of the like hidden in the woods kind of way. That's an interesting thought. But yeah, it's so interesting to me to hear you all say and feel like you think that your characters have sort of like fallen or are getting splintered, because I'm not feeling that with Leaf. Like Leaf has been sort of single-minded with where it's like, okay, we're here, we got a job to do, let's do it. It's gonna suck.
Yeah, you made a
Leaf
normal
has also
character,
been like
thanks.
heckin' successful in
Yeah.
like what he is meant to do.
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
every
that makes
single
a lot
time
of
that you're
sense.
like, oh, I only rolled 2 on the dice, so that's 17 damage. I call you out on it because you need to acknowledge things are going well for you.
That's a
Fair.
good roll with me stabbing someone twice.
That is
Yeah.
more damage than I can possibly do.
Right.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry,
that's-
damn it.
So like, it's just shut up.
Yeah. Forgive
That's
me.
isn't
minimum
about you.
damage, all right, man.
That's
isn't about you.
That's the role. That's
So it's
mechanically
like that is
speaking,
the role that you chose and the role that you have found a good
Thank you.
place to be in.
I appreciate that.
Like things are going well for you, but I would like to highlight, hey, things are going well for you.
Thanks, Niv. I
Even
appreciate that.
even if you don't feel like it, compared to some other people who, are turning to the dark side.
That's
so
interesting.
just
Yeah. I mean,
know?
that's fair. I hadn't really thought of it that way. Again, like, I am certainly not trying to min-max at all. So if
Yeah.
it seems that way, and I'm definitely not trying to brag, because just mechanically speaking, I'm looking at the numbers, I'm going, wow, that sucks. But you're right. Even though it sucks in that way, it's also fascinating. I'm going to have to put some thought into that, because he is doing what he's supposed to do. And I hadn't considered that.
yeah.
Yeah, Ficus finally got to do something that she was supposed to do for the first time since we left Death House, which was figure out a trap.
Yeah.
End the trap. Open said thing that was previously trapped. And there was no one to stomp on the box next to her, so she was able to do that and take her time.
Yeah.
So
I
like
like that you got to do that. That was good.
I had a hot 30 seconds of I did it.
And we
How
found
many
some
months
cool
has
stuff
Death House
because
been?
of it.
Mm-hmm.
I know,
I did
right?
find cool
Gonna
stuff.
come in
Thank you.
handy.
Yeah, somebody gets that. We
Yeah,
need
I
to
was
remember to
thinking-
give that out.
Yep.
Probably you.
Ficus has all the stuff. I have halfling luck, so I have a little bit of luck on my side. Ficus is actually planning on giving it to Soul
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's cool. I
once
thought
they
Nephesh
know what
should
it
get
is.
too.
But if anyone's gonna like put some like divine power into something, they trust Soul to do it. So
I mean, Bright has always been able to identify stuff. So
sorry,
tell you
Uther,
things.
you picked on the wrong halfling.
It's
How did he
true.
pick? Uther has never picked
You
on
shoved
things.
me down the stairs the last time we were here.
Oh yeah, that was one time. He's made up for it since then.
You don't get to decide what makes up for it. You do not get to decide what makes up for your actions.
That's fair. But I am gonna tell you guys, if it gets to the point where the party turns on Uther, he is genuinely going to be
Oh yeah.
not sad, but kind of shocked. Like, I don't understand why this is happening.
No one turned on you.
Nope.
And honestly, that is
Listen.
what makes such a wonderful villain is they don't think they're wrong.
He
Here's the
truly
thing,
does.
Noir.
Yeah.
Bright laid out terms and conditions under which she will turn on you, and she told you explicitly, if you hurt anybody else that isn't bad, she's gonna murder you herself. Like, she
Hey,
told you that.
And
Yeah.
in
And
the
if
fight,
you don't,
in
you're
the fight,
fine.
in the fight today, what did he say before he even attacked anybody?
Yep.
Who dies?
Yep. Thank you.
He-
Look.
he's-
she respects
he's-
that.
He's
But-
been sticking true to his word too. See,
But as soon as you turn on somebody else, she turns on you. So just
what if they turn on him first though?
There,
then you better be charismatic with what you say to me.
there could be some interesting days ahead. We are just after midnight at the moment.
One quick thing. Thank you for the
yes.
representation of a signing character. I appreciate that as a
that was
signing
cool.
person.
I did my best.
Thank you.
So I'm glad that went well. I had wanted, and there's one thing that wasn't done, and I do want to kind of clarify that there are magical means to communicate with people telepathically.
Mm-hmm.
It would not have worked with her.
Yeah.
Because I don't think magic in this world is meant to bypass those things because they don't need bypassed.
Mm-hmm.
So any telepathy just probably would have seen her signing mentally instead of heard her voice in any way, because that is her voice.
Mm-hmm.
So that was something that I felt a little rushed with Jenny. Jenny is harder to do things with, to show that she can't hear but can read lips fine. But
That's why I
Anyway.
had fun with it, and I kept talking to her because I hadn't.
Yeah.
It was
realized
Yep.
awesome.
Like, what?
I kept looking for an opportunity to like cue Soul in on the fact that she doesn't understand him, but then I was like, no, this is cool. He doesn't need to
Yep.
know.
I really
so
enjoyed that RP personally. I was
Yes.
just like, yes, Soul. Keep going.
Good job. You try, boy.
Oh, if I could find an RP to be like that guy who doesn't know any better, like what was the one what was the one I did where I asked Leaf if he could talk to the cats?
Oh yeah.
oh yeah,
Oh yeah,
long
when
time
we were at
ago.
the house.
Yeah.
When we were at the dollhouse.
Good stuff.
Oh yeah, because the library was full of cats. Oh
Cats.
god, that was.
I hated that.
Yeah.
In any event, it's after midnight
Yeah.
now, so we are going to pull
That's
a plug. We will be back not in 2 weeks, but in 4 weeks. So have a wonderful time until then. We will. There's plenty of wonderful things to watch between now and then. I think that is it for us. So until later, everybody, be good. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.